Good morning, you beautiful souls. Welcome to it. And yes, good luck. Good luck, good luck. I know not a lot of nervous parents out there, myself included. Why? Because it's the first day back at school.
Ooh.
Freedom.
Freedom.
No, I'm joking. A lot of nerves for the little ones, for the parents. Good morning. Welcome to it.
Gray. My goodness, it's been such a long time since I even stepped into school gates. But I remember those first day jitters, I won't lie. The excitement for me was definitely having my clothes laid out the night before.
For sure.
And then you would build up anticipation. Would we sleep? I don't know. But you definitely were excited to get into it.
Oh, man, I did get them, kind of try to get them into the mode last night. It was a bit of a struggle.
Yeah.
The level of excitement, we try to wring every last little element of fun that we can out of holiday. But I love the fact that there's a new focus, so much excitement, packing the bags themselves, getting ready.
The lunch boxes.
Oh, man, and it is a time for them, just like for us, to start something new, to apply new energy, to do a whole lot of cool new things, and of course, see their mates. So to everyone, have a blast at your first day at school. If you haven't left, and parents, it's going to be okay.
It's definitely going to be all right, and we're going to be even better because we've got another face joining us this morning. It's not just us, not Gray and myself, but we have Ewan in the building. Good morning, Ewan.
Good morning, team. Hey, it's not a new face, but hey, I'm here. It's so good to be back on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Good luck to all the kiddos, like you guys said, going back to school for the first time in 2025. May it be a blessed, awesome year. But have a wonderful morning with us, and we're going to start off with helping me pick a little bit of a wardrobe here this morning, because I hope that you are feeling refreshed and renewed going into 2025 after a nice December holiday. But go about refreshing your wardrobe with the Woolies quality sale, giving you up to 50% off fashion, beauty, and homeware. And we put together two looks from the quality sale. We got a regular blue jeans with this beautiful textured blue striped shirt, some white sneakies going on there. That's our option one. Option two, we have a green pants and a beige textured shirt as well, with some nice sneakers to go with it as well. So this is where you come in to help me pick which one. I do not have a favorite. It is in your hands. So comment on social media which one, option one or option two, and then I'll get dressed this morning. Don't forget the hashtag styled by Woolies, and also don't forget that quality sale. It really is a fantastic sale, up to 50% off fashion, beauty, and homeware. You can get that special if you are shopping in store, online, or even on the app. So not a lot of time. Jump onto social media and get me dressed for this Wednesday morning.
Of course, we want to start the conversation with you. And yes, if any of you were kind of entering the room and heard that Ewan needs to still get dressed, he does have clothes on. It's okay. But he does need a little bit of help, so go and help him out. But either choice, I think we are winning. As always, we want to start the conversation with you this morning. And it is a big day. As we said, so many kids going back to school today. In fact, it officially is going back to school day. So we want to hear from you guys. What stands out from those days for you? Is it that first day at grade 1? Maybe grade 2, now that you know what you're expecting. Maybe it's your first day at high school. What was that big moment? Was it a sibling that helped you get across the line? The new friends that you made? That teacher that stood out? Or just that one embarrassing moment? We want to hear from you. How did it go down? Let us know. 063-408-8863 is a voice note line to drop us, please, any kind of message this morning. We want to connect with you, or you can hit us up on the socials. As always, at Expresso Show is the handle to use. Let's keep the conversation going for the next 3 hours. We have got so much to chew on this morning, and hopefully we'll improve ourselves as we go it, and we'll do it in honor of those going to school today. So all the best of luck to all the parents, to the kids, and of course to you. Let's kickstart the next 3 hours with a few more talking points. Let's get into those news and, yes, sporting headlines.
4 minutes after 6 o'clock, your national news comes at you first, where President Cyril Ramaphosa praised the matric class of 2024 for their outstanding achievements, noting their dedication and the progress made in South Africa's education system. Now, the national pass rate for the National Senior Certificate rose from 82.9% in 2023 to 87.3% in 2024. Nearly half of the learners received a bachelor pass, and almost 320,000 distinctions were earned. Ramaphosa highlighted the importance of accessible education, stating that, quote, "the doors of learning have swung wide open," end quote, and promising to celebrate every new generation's success as part of the nation's 30 years of freedom and democracy. Sticking to your news in the country, 6 Solidarity members, all over 60, have been awarded 7.8 million rand after the Constitutional Court ruled their dismissal by the State Intelligence Technology Agency, or SITA, was unfair. Solidarity's Deputy CEO, Anton van der Bijl, stated SITA violated its employment policy, which allows employees to work until 67 if they opt out of retiring at 60. Despite the 6 choosing to remain, SITA terminated their services via letter, citing age. Their subsequent complaint was dismissed by SITA, prompting legal action that ultimately favoured the employees. Let's take a look further afield at your international news-making headlines, where Zimbabwe yesterday officially abolished the death penalty when President Emmerson Mnangagwa signed the Death Penalty Abolition Act into law. Now, this law commutes the sentences of about 60 prisoners on death row to jail time. Although executions have been on hold since 2005, courts continue to issue death sentences for crimes such as murder, treason, and terrorism. Amnesty International called the act a, quote, historic moment. Mnangagwa, a former death row inmate himself, has long opposed capital punishment. The suspension may be lifted during a state of emergency. Meanwhile, firefighters still battled 2 massive wildfires in Los Angeles yesterday, contending with extreme desert winds and dry conditions. Now, despite these challenges, 8,500 firefighters from 7 states and 2 foreign countries successfully held the fires at bay for a second day. The blazes have already scorched an area the size of Washington, D.C. Aircraft dropped water and retardant while ground crews worked relentlessly to gain control. Red flag conditions are expected to persist for at least today. With the death toll at 24 and around 12,000 structures damaged or destroyed, a lengthy rebuilding effort lies ahead. For your first bit of news, we close up with this story, bringing it back home, where South Africa's cricket sensation, Kwena Mapaka, embodies the saying, "If you want something done, ask a busy person." The 18-year-old left-arm fast bowler recently completed his schooling at St. Stithians College in Johannesburg with impressive results, narrowly missing distinctions in 4 subjects, despite debuting in the Indian Premier League Test ODI T20 and the 2024 Under-19 World Cup. Another rising star, 18-year-old Bayanda Walaza from Curro Hazeldean High School in Pretoria, also aced his matric exams. Now, the sprinting sensation was part of the men's 4x100-meter relay team that won silver at the Olympic Games, following it up with an outstanding performance at the World Athletic Under-20 Championship in Peru, where he won gold in both the 100-meter and 200-meter events. Absolutely love that story. Definitely flying the South African flag high, and congratulations to them. Well, continuing with your sporting action, let's see what is happening in the world of sports with Gray.
Oh, absolutely love that, Carissa. Just the inspiration I think we all need, but most importantly, the kids need going back to school today. But let's look at that top tier, shall we, this morning? Let's start with some football. And Diogo Jota's second-half header rescued a 1-1 draw for Liverpool against Nottingham Forest yesterday, preserving their 6-point lead at the top of the Premier League table. Forest enjoying a stellar season, it must be said, after narrowly escaping relegation. Took an early lead through Chris Wood, then Jota equalised in the incredible moments in that match as well. Staying with footballing news, Arsenal forward Gabriel Jesus is facing a prolonged absence due to a suspected ACL injury sustained in Sunday's FA Cup clash with Man United, which Arsenal, of course, lost on penalties. 27-year-old Brazilian recently rediscovered his form, scoring 5 goals in December, including a League Cup hat-trick. Now, Jesus, who joined Arsenal back in 2022, previously won 4 Premier League titles with Man City, of course. Then we turn to rugby. The DHL Stormers have confirmed the signing of Springbok scrum half Cobus Reinach for the next season. The 34-year-old will join from Montpellier, offsetting the departure of Herschel Yankees and Paul de Wet. Massive blows there. But Reinach, a 2-time Rugby World Cup winner back in 2019 and, of course, in 23, brings some very valuable experience and a whole lot of pace, having earned 39 caps for the Springboks as well. And now finally turning to cricket, the Joburg Super Kings secured a 28-run victory over Durban's Super Giants in their SA20 clash at Kingsmead last night. Donovan Ferreira, Tobias Shamsi and Gerald Coetzee each taking 2 wickets in and over, with Ferreira conceding just 15 runs in his 4-over spell as well. Shamsi his delivery to Chris Wokes was an absolute standout, while Coetzee dismissed Quinton de Kock and Naveen Ul-Haq to restrict the Super Giants to 141 all out, chasing that 169. So a memorable and a very well-earned victory there as well. Missed anything? Don't worry, we'll touch on those headlines again in about an hour or so. Right now, let's get you set for the day with the weather.
Thank you so much, Graham. Let's quickly take a look at what you can expect in your weather going into your Wednesday. And the South Africa Weather Service has issued a couple of severe weather warnings for today. An orange level 5 warning for the Eklenzeni district in Mpumalanga predicts intense thunderstorms with heavy rain and damaging winds, leading to flooding and major travel disruptions. And then a yellow level 4 warning affects the Mopani district, Eastern Vembe district of Limpopo, and the Eastern Highveld of Mpumalanga, with similar conditions causing flooding and disruptions. A yellow level 2 warning for the northwestern parts of KwaZulu-Natal expects localized flooding and infrastructure damage. Meanwhile, extremely high fire danger conditions are anticipated in the central, northern Cape and western Free State. That's your weather news. As we jump just before your temperatures, we get into your beautiful sunrise view of the hour. And this one was sent in by Ken from Keymouth. I mean, beautiful golden tones in the sky. That is definitely a place to wake up. Ken, thank you very much for sharing, and have a blessed day. It looks absolutely stunning. We'd love to see more of those pictures, though. Please remember to share your morning views with us. You can do so on our WhatsApp line 063 408 8863. With that beautiful picture, here's your temperatures going into your Wednesday. All right.
Oh, man, you don't understand how I missed seeing the temperature in Uppington. It's weird when you're in another country. No, you don't understand. -3 degrees it was where I was, okay? I've thought of Uppington a lot, okay? I love you guys. Uppington, I hope it's going to be the best year ever. Wherever you are, just stay safe. The weather is crazy all over the world. Lots to think about on that front. Likewise, what you were wearing over your holidays, Ewan. I want to see pictures, man.
No, I took it. I was very low-key.
As in you were not wearing much?
No, no, low-key as in I didn't splash, you know what I'm saying? You know, the Speedos were there, but they weren't very visible. I just took it easy this holiday. But I will be sharing some of my holiday highlights with you, seeing that it is the first time that I'm sharing a morning with you. So we'll chat about that, and I'll let you in on the Stradums on vacay.
Absolutely love that. It's also time for the culinary hotline bling.
Ting, ting, ting.
Yes, 2025 is a new year. I love the energy. Nicholas Fraser is in the building, and he's going to take us through delicious recipes, something sweet to end off as well. So it's going to be such a good time on this Wednesday morning.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is so great to spend this beautiful hump day with you. And even better that we have Ewan in the building.
Yeah, it's good to be back,
Welcome
man.
back,
yeah,
Ewan.
thank you very much. Good to see you guys.
Listen, you got a tan, is what
I
I'm
did get a
telling you.
tan.
Cover some of the tan on your legs.
I can't. I got to show it off a little bit before I put some long trousers on.
Savor it. Savor
I
it for as
do.
long
No,
as
I
you can,
took some
buddy.
good sun. It was hot this December.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. The sun was out. It was amazing. I spent as much time as I could in water.
Yeah.
Somewhere. I'm a water baby, so it was.
Good.
It was
Did you spend
great,
time in the
man.
Western Cape, or did you
Yes,
travel
no,
around?
we didn't go out of the Western Cape.
Yeah.
We spent time. That is our first little camping trip we did with friends at a place in Porterville. It's beautiful there. It's these beautiful waterfalls, and we love getting outdoors, you know, in nature. So it took the boys, and it was so nice to just break from technology and social media and all of that. We did some local stuff. This was at the World of Birds in Hart Bay.
What's on him?
Oh,
It's a monkey.
eh?
I was going to say, is that a monkey?
Is that
You
monkey
haven't
on his
lived
head.
until one of them monkeys.
Yeah,
It's
that-
got to be one of the monkeys from the World Birds.
They
They
are
climb on you.
They're a
They are
different kind of
great.
monkey, man.
So we did those kind of things, you know, everything. We just kind of spent time together as a family. I did a lovely horse riding little outing with my dad, actually. We did the whole cowboy vibe.
It's like a
you know.
movie cover. Oh my goodness.
It was great. This was just outside of Kleinmond in the Heaven and Earth Valley. And my dad just woke up. He's like, do you want to do horse riding? I'm like, yeah, let's do that, man. So we got on
Slightly different
horses.
horsepower to what you used to. though,
Completely
hey?
different horsepower. I was a little bit nervous. I haven't ridden in a while.
Yeah.
But
Was
there
it just
we are.
you guys, or were you guided?
We were
through?
guided. We were
Okay.
guided because obviously it was through different farms. You know, you go across from one farm to the next, and there's my pops. So we really kind of just shut down. And of course, you can't forget the beach days as well. We spent a lot of time on the beach as well, in the waves,
surfing.
doing some surfing. This was again in Kleinmond on the beach there. We played badminton. When last did you play badminton?
I've never
man? I
personally
mean,
played
But
badminton.
you
Yeah.
play sport. You do
just
play sport.
Love
though.
sports.
You love sports. But looking at the generations all together, and that I
Yeah.
think hit me the most this holiday was how important that is.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 generations, 4 generations in my case. That family connection.
Yeah.
How vital is that, man?
It was fantastic to spend some time with my family. There's my mom as well. We spent Christmas with them, and she actually organised that the kids do a little bit of mosaic thing, you know,
I
because we're
love
doing some
that.
renovations at our house, and this would be a great addition. These little stepping stones that they decorated themselves,
Sure.
and it was
Made the
nice,
kids
like
work.
you said.
You made the kids work.
We
over the
did,
holiday.
we did, you know, but they had a
Remodel your
smile
house.
on their face the whole time through. So it was really lovely. Like you said, it, you know, just that generation getting all together. And I'm sad that I couldn't spend time with my family, and Ads, my wife, couldn't spend time with her family. But you know, we did a lot. You know, I mean, look, we
in your
even
own
engaged in
house,
some
yeah.
touchies with my dad, and mom joined in as well, and it was really beautiful. I think it was different in a sense this holiday to my normal Decembers, because I really took it easy and we just did things. You know, I just switched off completely, and it was just. Yeah, it was fantastic. It was refreshing. It really was.
Sounds like it.
So yeah, we did a lot. If I think
Sounds
back.
very adventurous too.
Yeah,
You
we
guys
were busy
outdoors.
because you go from one. I mean, anyone who knows, you know, how to pack for a camping trip. I mean, that's a lot of work.
You must teach us.
So it's packing, it's coming back, it's unpacking, it's repacking, it's going there. It's just busy.
And remember, he's quite A-type, eh? So, like,
Yeah.
the packing, it's
Proper.
important.
No,
For
it's
some
like,
other people are like, did we even pack stuff before
we
we
have
left
forks?
the house? Do we have forks? I don't
No,
understand
dude,
that.
it was that my bucky was like a Tetris game.
Wow.
Packed it in there because you don't realize how much you need to take.
do.
So it was really busy. So that's how I kept active. I didn't go to gym or train or anything this year. We were just active.
I love that though.
Messing
Sometimes
around
you need
and-
that balance.
Yeah. So it was lovely.
And after all of this meditative time with kids, because it often does become like that, where you've got that freedom to
you
go
get
there.
some of it. Yeah.
How are you feeling about this year?
I'm
Was
feeling
anything
good,
kind
man.
of coming through that, echoing underneath that?
Look, I was speaking to you just now. It was a crazy year last
Yeah.
year. Last year was a crazy year, and I think I didn't look after myself as much as I should have. So the goal this year is just to manage and balance time and sleep and training and diet and all of that stuff a little bit better. And I think most important, take it one day at a time, because
I love that.
I mean, that is it. I mean, you can look at the bigger picture and say like, oh, this is going to be a mad year, and I know that it's going to be very, very busy, and I'm blessed that it's going to be busy. But you know, you look at the big picture and you start taking massive breaths because you start panicking. So one day at a time. We're
Baby
just going to be
steps.
here.
What did I call it on Monday? A midlife crisis, I think is what I called that. I
pretty
think
much,
that's pretty much, we're going to go through midday crises, midweek crisis. And
That's
it's just
why
gonna
the sports car standing outside.
Exactly, dude.
I see.
And you'll see as I leave, I'll take
two-door.
the roof off, and then we'll drive out, and I'll be fine. I'll be okay. And then you'll see me on a horse out in the range. I'll be out there.
That was lovely, I must say. That
Now,
was
well,
good.
do you know what might help with a midlife crisis is winning a few million.
would
That
love
might
that.
just offset things
would-
just a little
Goodness,
bit.
I'm not too close to the midlife, but I would love those millions right now. And your dreams too could become a reality. When you play Lotto, there's Lotto plus one and there's Lotto plus two. But listen to this, 15 million rand in
I'll
total
take it.
estimated jackpots this Wednesday. That's today. So please don't get left behind.
Okay, so let's break it down to you. You can play a Lotto for an estimated 5 million rand, Lotto plus one for 3 million rand, then Lotto plus two for another 7 million rand
Yeah.
today. Play all three.
That's a lot. Buy your tickets now. Don't miss out on this. You can do so in-store on the website nationallottery.co.za. The mobile app's an option for you as well. Cell phone banking, or simply dial *120 *7529 hash if you want to enter via USSD.
Oh, lovely, man. All those details are available on our Expresso social pages. Please go check them out as you post your selfies today and your back-to-school pictures, and make sure that you get yourself in the running to win big by playing Lotto. There's Lotto plus one and Lotto plus two for 15 million rand in total estimated jackpots today. So please play now.
And if you win the Lotto, you still have to go to school.
You
so
do.
that's not a valid excuse. You can't be like, but no.
You still got to go to work.
Yes.
As well.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
really a thing. Okay.
Somebody always asks me, it's like, what if you win millions? You know, will you stop working? No, I will stop working.
Wow,
That's
you
when
I'll
it
just
starts.
maybe lessen the work a little bit.
That's when everything would stop and I would disappear off the face of the earth.
No!
But listen, somebody that's not disappearing.
Yes, who?
And in the building. His name is Nicholas Fraser.
Righto.
He's incredible. He is a chef, a cook, and look at him. Oh,
Yay,
he looks
yay.
good and he cooks good, and he's going to take us through 3 recesses, which I'm really looking
Cool. I think the first one's a
Budget-friendly
budget-friendly
recipes.
one.
Can we just add?
Because January, right? Yeah. Oh, my goodness. All right. We'll see you guys
That
in
heavy
just a
sigh.
bit. Stick around. Let's have some fun on this Wednesday.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is a Wednesday and we're shining a spotlight on someone very particular right now. We are so thrilled to welcome back foodie and content creator Nicholas Fraser. Now, he's known for his viral cooking videos across social media. And after loving his dishes on our culinary hotline, we just had to have him back. And the food, it tasted so good. So let's find out what he's been up to during the festive season and also what is in store for this year. Welcome back, Nicholas.
It's so great to be back.
Sure, you're going to cook with us today.
Definitely. We're making amazing January meals
I
today.
love this. And also ending with something sweet, eh?
Definitely.
We've got to. So tell me a little bit more about your journey on social media, Nicholas. I mean, when you started, did you anticipate that you would be on over 300,000 followers across your platforms?
No, not at all. I had no clue that I'd get so many followings.
Yeah.
The thing is, when I started, I just did it because that has always been my passion. So just showing guys easy and creative meals, things that you can create at home. And I don't know, people just resonated with that, me being simple and just being myself. And I think that's
Sure.
the key.
That's what I was going to ask you. What did people actually draw from you? So it is just the simple approach to cooking, right?
That's exactly it. Just
Sure.
be simple, use ingredients that are in your kitchen. And I think that's what people resonate with, like, you know.
Yeah,
that's
because
what they
cooking
enjoy.
can get very overwhelming.
Exactly.
I'm on my journey, I think, since the pandemic happened of learning how to get better. I even asked for a knife for Christmas because I was like, no, we're taking this seriously this year. So if you could think about like that meal to start off your cooking journey, what do you think it would be?
I actually started it off with a wrap, if I'm not mistaken.
Ah.
Like, that's exactly how. You know, they had those trending wraps, so those fold-over wraps.
Yes!
And that's exactly how I started.
The ones where you put something in every single...
Yes, yes, those
Yeah.
are the ones, and that's how I started it. And I think I got like 14K views, and I was like,
Oh.
okay. And before that, I literally had like 700 followers.
Oh my goodness.
700. For years, I had 700 followers.
But before that, you were not making cooking
No,
videos.
no, I was just posting pictures of myself.
Listen, we do
Didn't
love
sell.
the face,
It didn't
Nicholas.
sell.
But people want to see you cooking, okay? The festive season, did you cook very much over the holidays?
I actually didn't cook much this holiday. I was away in Mykonos.
Oh, beautiful.
And yeah, I had some friends and family that also cooked. But I did cook on Christmas Day. I just made like a pasta, you know, your normal roasts and stuff. So
Lovely.
that was it, basically.
Was there a gammon, a lamb, some chicken?
No gammon, but we had tongue, we had pork, we had different kinds of roasts as well.
Oh,
But no gammon,
yummy.
actually.
Okay, maybe next year, or maybe
Yeah.
this year. I forget me, 2025. My goodness. And looking into the year, do you come in with a certain goal that you want to achieve this year? Do you have a vision board?
I do have a vision board.
Yeah.
Yes, I firmly believe in those. So I definitely would like to write a cookbook this year. Like, that's been sitting on my heart
Tell
for
me
the
more.
longest time. I really want to write a cookbook.
Yeah.
And the thing, as we spoke about, what people really enjoy is those 30-minute quick meals. That people can come home from work and just prepare something that's quick and easy.
Yeah.
And that's really what I want to focus on. And obviously South African style. you know,
Yes,
definitely.
I love this. Okay, Jamie Oliver. I remember, I mean, growing up, my brother always loved cooking, so we would always buy him those
Yes,
20-minute, 30-minute, less than an hour cooking meals
Yes.
because we don't have the time, do we?
Exactly. So that's really what I want to focus on.
Oh, I love this. And outside of cooking, is there anything else in your hobbies or life that you want to achieve?
Yes. So I would definitely like my own TV show in cooking still.
Yeah.
And then I am focusing on the fitness side of things.
Oh.
So like trying to get my gym out,
Yeah.
doing some sports and those kind of things. Besides cooking, I am in the IT field, so I am in like software development and I'm a
goodness.
QA lead basically. So yeah, that's kind of my focus, my 9-to-5 job.
Oh, he's a multi-talented,
Yeah.
a man of many talents. I love this. But I love that you were talking about that balance. I think Ewan mentioned it earlier this year,
Yes.
earlier today as well. It's something that we want to focus on. We got to get the body right. We got to get the mind right. Got to get the soul right. Got to get that money
You
right
gotta
too.
get that ching ching.
At the end of the day, we got to live. We got to survive. If you look at the culinary world, are there any trends that you think are going to come up this year?
To be honest, I'm not sure. Like, hopefully I'll be the trend.
Oh, I
Let's
love
speak
this.
it into existence.
Yes. Put that
I
on
will
the
be the
vision
trend
board.
this year. That's the trend.
And I love that you say that because hopefully there will be more South African cuisine
Yes,
that's out
exactly,
there, right?
exactly.
What's your favorite South African meal?
It's gotta be spicy food. I'm
Ooh.
definitely some for spice. Curries. I
Yeah.
know it's not authentically South
Right.
African, but
put our twist on it.
Durban. You know,
Yes.
like that Durban flavor, that spice, that one.
Delicious.
And I'm a lover of pap. So pap and tomato chutney with some meat. That's always a winner.
Pap
for me.
and curry, maybe?
I actually haven't tried. Oh, I have tried pap and mince curry. That's a winner.
That's a good combo.
And tin fish. I mean, it's
Ooh.
January. Pap and tin fish go perfectly
Perfectly
together. And
together.
it's cheap on the pockets.
Come on now. Speaking about mince curry, we're making that today.
We are actually making mince curry
Something
today.
sweet?
Yes, we are doing something sweet as well, like a banana chocolate bread.
Oh, delicious. Well, you can definitely looking forward to getting us in the kitchen on the culinary hotline, Bling.
Awesome.
See, I tested you and you got it. Thank you, great for the support. Stick around, Feel Good fam. We're going to get into some really good things in just a little bit.
Yes, we are indeed. Thank you, Carissa. Welcome to the first one of this morning, the culinary hotline. Bling, get in with me. Ting, ting, ting. There we go. Thank you very much for the support. So, of course, we know it after all that festive spending, I think we all could use, this is very, very hot. We could all use a little bit of help cooking up delicious meals on a budget, because we know January, it's like literally 3 months long. Now, Nicholas Fraser, we just met him. He's here to share some incredible recipes that are easy on the wallet, but big on the flavor. Nicholas, my friend.
Hello.
How are you, man?
Good, thanks, and yourself.
Good. Happy New Year to you, man.
Same to you, same
Will you,
to
will
you.
you just organize that, because it's
Yes,
making me a little
yes,
bit
yes,
nervous.
don't worry.
So what we're going to do is, like he said, we're going to be kicking off with a one-pan chicken and rice dish, and we're going to also do then a little bit later on a minced curry and then something sweet as well. And here's your opportunity to get involved and ask this talented young man a couple of questions. If you are wondering, if you have a bit of a conundrum in your kitchen, you can share your voice notes with us on our WhatsApp line 0634088863. It's good to have you, my friend.
Glad to be back.
Are you feeling rested and relaxed and ready?
I am, actually.
Yeah?
I am.
Fantastic.
Yes, yes.
And I heard there's cookbooks hopefully on the way.
Yes,
and
this
you've
year,
got big
definitely,
plans.
Definitely have to do some cookbooks this year. Well, one cookbook to start off, and then we'll just see from there how things go.
So the thing is, you know, with a cookbook, because there are a lot of cookbooks
Yes,
out
there
there,
are,
right? So you got to find a niche. You got to. So you said you want to focus on some African cuisine, but the
Yes,
name
yes.
is what grabs people from the get-go, because it almost like explains what you
What
can
to-
expect. So
yes,
what would
yes,
you
yes.
call your cookbook?
To be honest, I feel like once I've put the recipes together, that's when the name's gonna pop out to me. And that's what's gonna sell.
Right. You
Yeah.
see this man.
So you gotta do it that way.
He knows already. He's just not going to say it.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, my friend. So let's talk about this one-pan chicken dish.
Yes,
Because
yes.
I love that. We need some delicious meals on a budget. We also want to look at going into the year eating healthier. So here's our opportunity. Take us through. What are we doing?
Cool, so we've got our chicken pieces. To that, we're just gonna add in some olive oil or some oil, just to
Right.
coat the chicken.
Olive oil or oil? What would
Yes,
you
normal
recommend?
oil. Olive oil. I'm a lover of olive oil, so
Okay.
definitely olive oil. Then we're just gonna add a chicken spice of your choice,
Okay.
just to coat the chicken with that. And obviously give that a mix.
Nice.
Make
Very,
sure
very
your chicken
easy.
is nice and coated.
And I see you using different pieces of chicken.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. You can use chicken pieces of your choice. Always nice with the skin on, because that's going to give it a nice sear and a
Yes,
nice flavor.
that
as well.
nice flavour as well.
Yes, yes. So mix that through nicely, and then we can add this to our heated pan.
That's a lovely chicken spice.
So
Okay,
back
well, that's
on the
nice and
heat.
hot. We made sure of that.
Yes, it's very hot.
Do you need it that hot?
Yes, you do, because you want to get a nice color on the outside of the chicken.
Right.
So that's going to give it some flavor as well.
Fantastic. So like I mentioned for you guys at home, if you are wondering, you know, maybe you have a couple of ingredients in your cupboard and you're not 100% sure what you can do, this man is here. He can hopefully answer all your questions. So don't forget to send those voice notes. We would love to get to hear from you as well this morning. 0634088863. What can I do with a tin of baked beans and broccoli? I don't know. Let's see if Nicholas can answer it for us. So how long would you fry this now?
So I'm going to cook this about halfway through. The main thing is to get a nice color on the outside, because later we're going to add in the rice and the chicken stock, and we're going to add the chicken back in. And that's when it's going to fully cook through.
So first we kind of just halfway cook
yes,
it.
yes. And it's also adding flavor to our pan as well. from the
Right. Because, I mean, you wouldn't throw anything out. You would cook in it as
Yes,
is.
yes, yes.
Does it go in the oven a little
No,
bit later?
no.
or-
We're going to cook everything on the stove pot. So we're going to
Everything.
add a lid on the top, and then it's going to cook
Yeah.
through. Yeah.
So when you say halfway, right, how long is that? Because I think a lot of people would wonder, like, how long do I need to do this?
True,
What do you
I
look
would
for?
say about 15 to 20 minutes. Let's do 15
Okay.
minutes, maybe 15 minutes.
Maybe 15
Yeah,
minutes.
around 15 minutes.
Okay, well, we don't have a whole 15 minutes here, so we will speed up the process for you just a little bit. And then, while that is going, talk to me about the rest of the ingredients that we're going to put in here and how it all works together.
Cool. So once we take our chicken out, we're gonna add in our onions, ginger, and garlic, some chili as well.
Yes,
can go
please.
in. And then once that sautés down, we're gonna add in our rice. Then we're gonna add in our chicken stock. Let your rice cook for a bit, and then maybe for about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Since we're adding a time on that. Then we're gonna add back in our chicken, along with our peas, and then we're gonna let that cook for around 15 to 20 minutes, and then it's gonna be done.
Righto. All of these steps will be on our website for you, expressoshow.com. Any specific rice that you're using with this, and what can you use?
You can use any rice, to be honest. I wouldn't recommend brown rice, though, because it takes a bit longer to cook. But if you have time on your hands, you can definitely use brown rice as well.
Righto. And I know that we're using chicken stock, but is like vegetable stock an option as well? Will it change the flavor of the dish significantly?
You can definitely use vegetable stock as well. I mean, we are adding veggies in
Also
as well,
true.
definitely, and it shouldn't change the flavor. It actually won't change the flavor.
It won't change the flavor that much. Okay. And if you're using peas for this one, is there any other veggies that you can potentially use?
Definitely, you can use mixed veg. You could use carrots, chopped up carrots if you have, so that will work as well. I mean, you could even use smallly diced potatoes.
Right.
You can cook that. You just have to cook it a bit longer, so maybe add it in with your rice, because it's going to take a bit longer to cook, but that will be perfect.
Yeah, but I love the fact that you're doing everything in kind of a one-pot story. Let's see what that chicken looks like. Okay, okay. So you kind of crisp on the skin outside there. Lovely. You know, chicken is always just one of those go-to things. If you want to talk budget and you want to talk protein in your meals as well, I mean, it is what it is, right?
Definitely.
Chicken is a lovely one. Let us know if you have any questions for Nicholas. He's still here with us this morning. He's got 2 more segments up. We are going to be making a lovely minced curry and then something nice and sweet, because we've got to make something nice and sweet, right? Send those questions to us, 4088863. Smells amazing, my friend.
Thank you.
Lovely. All right. So the next step, once this is now done, we're going to take it out.
We're going to take this out, and then we start adding in our onions, ginger, and garlic, and our chili in as well.
All right. Well, let's go for it. Let's just to show what it would look like. So first, the chicken is going to come out.
It's going to go out.
Yeah. The one thing that I do want to know is, like, when you use rice, and specifically different kind of variants of rice, they all have a kind of a ratio that changes liquid to rice and whatnot. So let's say you use, you know, parboiled rice. Can you use parboiled rice? Because they essentially need more liquid to cook in. That's what the packet says.
You can, but I just like to use rice that's not even cooked. That works for me.
100%. So onions and rice are going to go in.
Yes.
All right, my friend. Well, I'm going to keep going. You're going to keep going, and we're going to come back. He's going to start finishing it up for us, and then we'll see what this one-pot chicken dinner is going to look like. But this is definitely something that you can consider for the entire family. Don't forget to send us your voice notes, 063408 8863. We'll be back in just a bit.
Oh, we have just had a 2025 download in about 30 seconds. Why? Because Paxton is here. We are so happy, I think grateful to have her here with us. Obviously, yes, you will be performing. We absolutely love that. We'll get into the details of what you've got planned this year. But firstly, how are you, my friend?
I'm tired. Let me tell you, it's early and I'm still in holiday mode, but I'm getting there.
We'll get you there. I think a lot of people sharing those sentiments. Don't worry. Ewan isn't even dressed yet. If you thought you were slow getting out the gates, he still needs your help getting dressed. Some beautiful outfits up on our social platforms. We will reveal his winning look and catch up with this absolute little genius after this. Find out what she's got in store for 2025.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And just like that, you're right back on your feel-good breakfast show. It is, of course, Expresso on S3. And right now, put those smiles on, get those ears ready, because we've got somebody so special. My girl, she's in studio, and her name is Paxton. Now, she's one of South Africa's most talented singer and songwriters, and she's released many hit songs, such as Angifuni, which we absolutely love, and she's spending some time with us this morning. So please help me in welcoming Miss Paxton! Oh, looking gorgeous as ever.
Thank you. Happy New
Morning,
Year.
Pax. Happy 2025. I got to start with asking you, do you have a word for this year?
Celebration is actually my word for this year.
Put it there.
Celebration.
We don't celebrate ourselves enough, do we?
We don't, and I'm turning 25 this year. So I'm officially entering my mid-20s, saying goodbye to the early 20s. It's bittersweet.
Yeah.
So I'm grieving a little bit, but I'm excited.
You must be excited,
I
Pax.
am.
The best is still ahead of you. I got goosebumps when you said that because I was like, dang, at 25, where was I? What was I doing? I definitely was not on your level, not to compare, but you have so many good things that lies ahead of you. I mean, look back. You started what, 19, 18,
16.
I'm even adding years on year and almost hitting that 10-year mark, Pax. How's it been for you?
That's honestly something I can't wrap my head around.
Yeah.
I'm closer to 10 years in the industry than I am to 30, which is insane. But I mean, God has been so good to me. I can't complain. Yeah.
Do you have any highlights from 2024?
Wow, that's a tough one. I feel like it was a very challenging year for me. I think that it had a lot of ups and downs. My highs were high, my lows were low.
Yeah.
But I think the one thing I would say was something that I looked forward to was working on my new music for this year.
I was hoping you'd say that.
I started last year.
Yeah.
Just to ease myself into it a little bit, because 23 was for 2023.
Right.
And I feel like we need a follow-up.
Be like Adele, 19, 21, 30. You got to release an album called 2525 this year, Pax.
We need a follow-up.
We need a follow-up. So is it going to be an album? Is it an EP? What are we looking at here?
I've got some material already, which is
Okay.
exciting.
Yes.
So I've got options to choose from.
Okay.
It took everything out of me not to leak it.
Uh-huh.
Because everyone's asking me, when are you releasing? What's happening? And I would play these snippets on my stories. I'd be very sneaky about it. And, you know, just as a little teaser. But I'm thinking maybe an EP for this year.
I love this.
But if I have more to offer, why not do an album?
Why not?
Yeah.
And do you have a timeline, or are you kind of just like taking it in your paces?
Definitely taking it at my own pace
Yeah.
this year. I feel like as I transition into my mid-20s, there might be new stories to tell. So I want to give myself the chance to do that through my music.
Oh my gosh, we're so excited, Pax. 2323 was a banger, a no-skip album. So
It's hard to top that one.
Right,
Yeah.
but I know that you will, because you only get better with every single day.
Thank
I
you.
also love that you draw from experiences when you do create music. I mean, there's no other way. Do you kind of see it as your therapy, as your kind of trying to, you know, find perspective when it
Yeah.
comes to living your life?
It is a creative outlet for me.
Yeah.
It is a way in which I express myself best.
Yeah.
But I would definitely say it's some form of therapy for me. Definitely some form of therapy. I feel like I turn to music in any situation, whether I'm celebrating, whether I'm happy, whether I'm sad, whether I'm moody, whether I'm hangry.
Yeah.
I always turn to music. It was something that was just in me since I was extremely young. And it's a passion that I will take with me for a lifetime.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you looking at any collaborations?
I'm thinking about it, but I don't want to. I don't want to give anything away.
Okay, dream collaboration. I'll just put it out there.
Dream collaboration still would be Black Coffee.
Lovely.
But I went to Kate Renata's festival, and I'm thinking Kate Renata's on that list.
I
this
think
year.
Kate Renata needs to be on that list.
I mean,
Can
it's
you
not
imagine?
far-fetched,
Yeah.
so-
Our dreams, I definitely think, have become more closer in reality for us
Yeah.
as the world is getting smaller. You know, we're
Yeah.
saying this is possible.
Definitely, and I
Yeah.
feel like South Africa is really getting their flowers, especially since last year. I feel like we were a hidden gem for so long,
Yeah.
but now we've rediscovered who we are, and we are completely taking control of the narrative, and I love that for us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When I look at the Tylers of the world, I'm just like, you know what, we can do it.
We can.
South Africa, even from Cape Town, we can do it.
Yeah,
And we have been
goosebumps.
doing it, literally. And we have been. Speaking
Yeah.
about Cape Town, the Cape Town Carnival is coming around in March.
I'm so
Very
excited.
Last
I'm
year
so
was
excited.
so epic.
It's my first one.
Tell me more, Pax. Your involvement
It's my
in it.
first
What are
one.
we doing? What can we expect?
So what I can say is that it's inspired by the city. So all the floats are inspired by the city. And on my float, the theme is sunset.
Oh,
But that's all I can say because I'm giving away a lot.
no.
But I will be performing
Okay.
some of crowd faves
Yes.
of my originals, some covers, and from what I've heard and what I've seen,
Yes.
it's something to look forward to.
And the outfits?
The outfit is banging.
Ooh.
The outfit is good. No, they know exactly what they're doing. And I feel like this theme it's so close to home.
Yeah.
It's gonna hit.
Yeah.
It is.
Can I ask you a question? Say you're Cape Townian without saying you're Cape Townian.
Ooh, it's a difficult one.
Awe,
But
Masakin.
you said I shouldn't say anything. Because I was going to say that exact same thing. I was literally going to say
Give me
that.
something else. I say awe caps.
I would be like, now I'm going to be there now.
Okay,
And
now.
then I come like 5 hours later. Cape Town time.
I'm around the corner. I love that, Pax. We look forward to your performances today. Are we getting some treats, something new, something old, some covers? What are we looking forward to?
I feel like we should pay homage to 23 today,
this.
considering we're entering a new season,
Yes.
a new era. I would love to perform some of my faves from 23 for you guys.
And we would love to hear it. Oh, Expresso fan, prepare yourselves for something so good. Our girl is in studio, and I know she's going to treat us on this Wednesday morning. But for now, though, Graham, what do you have for us?
Yep, Paxton's performance coming now. Just now. It's right around the corner. Of course, we need your help, as we do every single day. Earlier, Ewan asked for you guys to help him choose between two quality sale looks. Both looked absolutely great, but let's find out how you guys are feeling. Berylyn saying, good morning, Expresso fam, right back at ya. You can never go wrong with a jean and T-shirt combo. So option one for me, it will be for the handsome Ewan. Hey, I like that. Thank you. Nice use of adjectives. Nancy weighing in option one, regular blue jean paired with a blue textured striped knit. Hashtag styled by Woolies and now styled by Nancy as well. I love that. Thank you so much. Teresa saying, my beloved Feel Good Expresso fam, good morning. Right back at you. Option one will look great on Ewan. I think by now we know anything will look great on Ewan, but let's see if option one was indeed our winner this morning. I like the relaxed jean pant. I like it a lot. I like the fitted top. I know you say you didn't work out at all over the weekend, or over the break. I think
Yeah.
you're a liar. No, you look fantastic, man. You look absolutely great. How do you feel?
Thank you. I feel good. I feel good. I'm glad I got to bless you with my tanned legs a little bit earlier on for the start of the show. But now let's go. That's it.
That's done.
I don't want to overwhelm any of you. So, but great choice. Great choice. Comfortable, nice. I can literally at meetings, fun lunch, whatever the case may be. This is lekker, and it's part of the quality sale, dude.
Completely.
Up to 50% off at Woolies, which is fantastic. But I feel good.
Oh,
you know what happens when you feel good? Yeah.
Yeah.
You do good.
I was going to say you look good, but good, you do look good. And of course, that quality sale is on right now. You can get up to 50% off selected fashion, beauty, homeware when shopping in-store, online, or on the app. And if you missed out on any of the school necessities, there might be some of those thrown in as well. I got some great deals for my little one yesterday, but just stepping out in style. Gotta absolutely love it. Well done, my friend.
Thank you.
You know what? I had my eye on those green pants, but seeing Ewan in the smart casual definitely looks so good. So well done, Expresso fam, for dressing our Ken doll today. And when it comes to our show, we still have so much more coming your way. We're going to get back into the kitchen for another session of the Culinary Hotline Bling. Yes, I was testing if you're awake or not. Nicholas Fraser is still around, and we've got to make some mince curry. I can't wait to learn the skill from the man himself. Not only that, speaking about the man, Lorenzo Darius is in studio, and we're going to find out updates on all things to do with the English Premier League. So soccer fans, food fans, we'll see you after this.
A whole season ahead, a myriad of possibilities.
ABSA, official banking partner of the Premier League.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Let's do it. Brace yourself. We're going to talk a bit of footy. Match day 21 of the Premier League delivered some late drama, some title race intrigue. Like we all know that there isn't one team that's going to win this year. Brentford, of course, stunning Man City with a 2-goal comeback. Is it a big stun? Not this season, maybe. Liverpool, they had to fight for a draw this time against a very, very spirited Forest. And then Chelsea able to salvage a point in a thrilling contest against Bournemouth, who needed to show some fire. Expresso sports producer Lorenzo Daris now joins us to chat.
Yeah.
All things footy, you can smile now. You can be happy. You can be free. Man United had
Yes.
a turnaround. And the fact that they did it on a big stage, we'll touch on that in terms of what that means in terms of the bigger picture. But let's talk about the flip side of that coin.
Yeah.
Our most winningest team of all time, our
winningest, most
defending
winning.
champions, who have just
Yeah.
been nowhere. They have struggled with depth of squad, which is
Yeah.
weird to think of when you've got two full teams
Yeah,
in your
when you
squad.
do.
Talk us through Brentford last night.
Yeah, look, for me it was, there's always been this thing about Manchester City, is the fact that you could take off someone and bring on a world-class player. And now they're crumbling at the moment. I think it's all the pressure. You know, teams are also figuring them out. I don't know, is Pep going crazy?
And they've
What's going
sustained
on?
this, as Pep quite rightly pointed out, they've sustained a run of form for Liverpool up against Forest, a very
Yes.
memorable draw. Sometimes you've got to win ugly, sometimes you've got to draw ugly, sometimes you've
Yes.
just got to stay in the game.
Yeah.
But can we talk about Forest for a second? Who just, I mean, they've gone from relegation,
Yeah.
you know, threatened status to beating.
Contenders, yeah.
I mean, come on, what is
Yeah.
going on in that camp?
Almost double on Liverpool. This is reminiscent of the 1970s, 1980s when Forest was up against Liverpool when they were, you know, heading for the title, you know, going back and forth. Nuno has come in and he's given us that inspiration.
Chelsea's struggles continue. Obviously,
Yeah.
last night you could see that. We talk about a team that should be rediscovering its form. You kind of felt, well, I kind of felt it when Poch came into the space, that this was the start of that time.
Yeah,
Clearly
yeah,
not
yeah.
for the managers
Not.
of the club. Where are Chelsea at the moment?
I
What's
don't know
lacking?
where they are. That's the thing. Are they lacking in player depth as well? Do they need to bring in more?
Forward to a certain North London derby that's coming up. Arsenal up against
Ah.
Tottenham. I mean, I'm always hoping for a Tottenham resurgence, but Arsenal have seemed to have found a little
Yes.
bit of form of late. Is this their last chance now? Can you see someone chasing Liverpool down?
Yeah, look, the thing is, I think Forest is going to be there. Arsenal needs to regain their form in some way, form or another. Gabriel Jesus is out. He's been injured ACL, so we don't know when we're going
Probably
to
for
see
the
him.
rest of the season, yeah.
We're also going to see Arsenal putting through a team for the Olympics diving. So maybe, you know, we never know. We might just see some more diving tonight, you know. They look like a team that just don't have a second plan.
I like it. I like a little bit of spice on a day when we've got a culinary hotline. And yes, the culinary hotline will continue. My friend, all the
Yes.
best for this next
Yep.
phase of the season. I know Man United fans, I think, happy that their players are starting to represent what a lot of players within this English Premier League are: a grittiness, a resilience, a desire to actually win. Let's worry less about who's coaching and more about what we are doing on the field. Let's get into the news.
Thank you so much, Graham. On the dot, 7 o'clock. Let's take a look at your major news headlines. Starting off with your national news this morning. The Limpopo Department of Health evacuated patients from Witpoort Hospital in Lephalale after the Palala Dam overflowed, causing severe flooding. Now, heavy rains raised the Lephalale River's levels, submerging roads and isolating the hospital. Patients were transferred to Alice Ras Hospital, while non-emergency cases were redirected to local clinics. The Groblersburg border post connecting South Africa and Botswana was also closed due to the overflow of the Limpopo River. Lephalale Mayor Aaron Mokgele said flooded bridges and roads disrupted services, preventing officials from reporting for duty. And President Cyril Ramaphosa praised the matric class of 2024 for their outstanding achievements, noting their dedication and the progress made in South Africa's education system. The national pass rate for the National Senior Certificate rose from 82.9% in 2023 to 87.3% in 2024. Nearly half of the learners received a bachelor pass and almost 320,000 distinctions were earned. Ramaphosa highlighted the importance of accessible education, stating that the doors of learning have swung wide open and promising to celebrate every new generation's success as part of the nation's 30 years of freedom and democracy. And making international news headlines this morning, a Justice Department report released yesterday claims Donald Trump led an unprecedented criminal effort to overturn his 2020 election defeat. The report details Special Counsel Jack Smith's decision to indict Trump on 4 counts related to obstructing the vote certification after his loss to Joe Biden. Smith believes there is enough evidence to convict Trump, but his 2024 election win prevents prosecution. Trump maintains his innocence, calling Smith disturbed. Smith, who resigned a few days ago, oversaw the investigation onto Trump's actions. And Zimbabwe yesterday officially abolished the death penalty when President Emmerson Mnangagwa signed the Death Penalty Abolition Act into law. Now, this law commutes the sentences of about 60 prisoners on death row to jail time. Now, although executions have been on hold since 2005, courts continue to issue death sentences for crimes such as murder, treason, and terrorism. Now, Amnesty International called the act a historic moment. Mnangagwa, a former death row inmate himself, has long opposed capital punishment. The suspension may be lifted during a state of emergency. And in other news this morning, in the vibrant city of Prayagraj, India, millions of Hindu devotees are flocking to the sacred Triveni Sangam to bathe in the confluence of the Ganga, the Yamuna, and the mythical Saraswati rivers as the Mahakumbh Mela begins. Now, over the next 6 weeks, the awe-inspiring event, recognized by UNESCO as a cultural treasure, is set to draw an extraordinary 400 million pilgrims. From ash-smeared sadhus to visitors from across the globe, the festival blends spiritual devotion with cultural spectacle. With cutting-edge safety measures, 160,000 tents and over 150,000 toilets, this meticulously planned gathering celebrates faith, community, and mythology, offering a timeless experience of spiritual purification and a profound connection to India's ancient heritage. That's your news headlines for the 7 o'clock bulletin. We'll have one more update for you at 8 o'clock. Right now, Graham is standing by with another look at your sports.
I know we've just touched on the English Premier League, but let's take you to last night's action. It was Diogo Jota's second-half header that rescued a 1-1 draw for Liverpool up against Nottingham Forest, the Cinderella story this year. That, of course, last night preserving their 6-point lead atop of the Premier League table. Forest enjoying a stellar season after narrowly escaping relegation, we mustn't forget. They took an early lead through Chris Wood, and Jota equalised moments. Then Arsenal, their forward Gabriel Jesus, sadly now facing a prolonged absence due to a suspected ACL injury that was sustained in Sunday's FA Cup clash with Man United, which Arsenal did go on to lose on penalties. But why is this such a big story? The 27-year-old Brazilian recently rediscovering his form, scoring 5 goals over the December period, including a League Cup hat-trick. Jesus, who joined Arsenal back in 2022, previously won 4 Premier League titles with Manchester City, and they could have needed him right now in Arsenal. So we turn to rugby now, and a great new signing. The DHL Stormers have confirmed the signing of Springbok scrum half Kobus Reinach for the next season. The 34-year-old will join from Montpellier, offsetting the departures of Herschel Yankees and Paul de Wet, so they're really going to need him. But Reinach, a 2-time Rugby World Cup winner back in 2019 and 2023, brings obviously valuable experience and a whole lot of pace, earning 39 caps for the Springboks already. Now turning to cricket, and the Joburg Super Kings, they secured a 28-run win over the Durban Super Giants. That was in their SA20 clash at Kingsmead last night. Donovan Ferreira, Tobias Shamsi and Gerald Coetzee, they each took 2 wickets in and over. Ferreira conceding just 15 runs in his 4-over spell as well. And Shamsi's delivery to bowl Chris Wokes definitely a standout, while Coetzee dismissed Quinton de Kock and Naveen Ulhaq to help restrict the Super Giants to 141 all out, chasing 169. But the SA20 not disappointing. Get out there and support the lads if you can. Right now, a lot of us getting out there just to get to work or to school. So let's get you your first traffic update.
That's right, it is back to school day, so let's see what's happening on your roads. Out in Randburg and Gauteng, it's back-to-back traffic that is being experienced along the N1 northbound between Malabongwe Drive and Beyers Nordia Drive. Now, delays are, of course, expected, so do allow for adult travel time to your morning. Sticking in Gauteng, we head into Germiston, where there's been an accident on the N12 westbound before Galuli's interchange. Now, 3 lanes are affected with the backup queue towards Craft Road. Please do proceed with caution when passing through that area. Now, from Gauteng to the Western Cape, in Cape Town, there are reports of community unrest on the N2 between Botrevier and Grabo. So motorists are advised to avoid that area if you are heading that way. Do make use of an alternative route. And wherever you're headed this morning, Mzansi, please make sure you exercise caution while driving. We want you and your kids to arrive alive. So we leave your roads for now. Let's head into your weather. Now, the South African Weather Service has issued severe weather warnings for today. An orange level 5 warning for the eLezini district in Mpumalanga predicts intense thunderstorms with heavy rain and damaging winds, leading to flooding and major travel disruptions. A yellow level 4 warning affects the Maponi district, Eastern Vemba district of Limpopo, and the Eastern Highveld of Mpumalanga, with similar conditions causing flooding as well as disruptions. Now, a yellow level 2 warning for the northwestern parts of KwaZulu-Natal expects localized flooding and infrastructure damage. Meanwhile, extremely high fire danger conditions are anticipated in the central Northern Cape as well as the Western Free State. Now, before we leave you with your weather, we've got to check in with that sunrise view of the hour. And the Cape Town agenda is alive and well. Straight from Zikufle, we have Anthea that sent through this gorgeous morning view. Absolutely love the sun dancing across the Vlei with a nice tree and foliage all around it. Thank you, Anthea, for sharing your morning view with us. And it gives me the promise that maybe Wednesday is not going to be that bad after all. And remember to continue sharing your morning views with us on 063-408-8863. We'll delve into that just after 8 o'clock again. For now, though, let's see what you can expect for your back-to-school temperatures for today.
I think a lot of us can dream big, being the start of a brand new year. So why don't you dream even bigger? And you could do that if you play Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 today, because there is an estimated 15 million rand in total estimated jackpots this Wednesday. So please don't get left behind. Break it down for us.
Let's break it down. You can play Lotto for an estimated 5 million, Lotto Plus 1 for 3 million, and Lotto Plus 2 for 7 million rand today. Best you do not get left behind today.
So do it quickly. Get your tickets in store with a big smile on your face. You can go online, nationallottery.co.za. Mobile app, you can use cell phone banking, or you can simply dial *120 *7529# for all USSD. Easy.
15 million in your bank account notification.
Come on.
Visualize it. Go out and do it. All those details are on our social medias pages from Expresso. Go check them out. Make sure you get yourself in the running to win big by playing Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 for that 15 million rand total estimated jackpots today. Go ahead, buy your tickets now. Do so responsibly, as always.
Oh, speaking about winner chicken dinner, we've got a one-pot chicken, rice and peas that you have been making with Ewan.
Yes.
And this is a January meal, Nicholas.
Yes.
Okay, can we see what it's looking like?
Yes, sure.
Ooh.
So basically, we added in our rice,
Okay.
we added in our peas, and we added back in our chicken along with our chicken stock. And then once your chicken stock cooks out fully, then your chicken and your rice is done, and then we can just finish off with fresh coriander, and then it's going to be done.
Oh, yes.
So we
that's
just
gonna take it to
probably
the
need
next
a few more minutes here, and then we'll be completely done.
Oh, I love that. Also, the rain came down just as you said that to bless us. I absolutely
Blessings
love
on
it.
blessings.
Blessings on blessings. Also, blessings for all the school children heading back to
Yes.
school today. Be safe out there. So you did this with Ewan, which means that I'm up next. What are we cooking?
We're making mince curry.
Ooh, I've never made mince curry before.
Really?
Yeah, I've made a chicken curry, a Thai chicken curry too with green, like a green Thai.
Okay, lovely, lovely. Yes,
yeah,
yes.
I've made that. So this is going to be a new experience for me, but I know that you'll hold my hand through it.
Awesome, definitely.
Very excited for it. And then we're ending with something sweet. We've got a delicious loaf coming your way too. And also on your Feel Good Breakfast show, we're getting into that digital library in 11 languages. We're really doing it right in South Africa. So excited for what is to come. But let's have one more look at the first recipe that you've created. Well done, Nicholas. That looks good.
Thank you so much.
No January here.
Only you can make my day. It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. Listen, we're still into the second segment of the Culinary Hotline Bling. Thank you to all two of you that did that. We'll try again a little bit later. Now, Nicholas Fraser is still here to share more recipes. It's incredible recipes at that are so easy on the wallet, but so big on flavor. Now, earlier in the show, Nicholas showed Ewan how to make a one-pan chicken and rice dish. And now it's time to spice things up just a little bit with the bold, hearty mince curry. Thank you so much for being here. I'm very excited. I see the onions already going
Yes,
off
the
in some
onions are
oil, and I see an array of spices and aromatics before me, Nicholas. What are we dealing with here?
So we're gonna make a delicious Durban-style mince curry.
I like that.
That's easy on the pocket as well. So I've already got the onions going here, so we're gonna go ahead and add in some jeera seeds,
Oh, I love that.
bay leaves and cinnamon, just to flavor the oil as well.
So wait, that was cinnamon and bay leaves?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't
So
know you
that's-
put cinnamon in curry.
Yes.
So you posted this one on your social media, right?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Oh, and people loved it?
They did love it, but I think it got like maybe 300K views or just more than that.
Casual,
Yeah.
just casually 300,000 views.
No.
And I think people wanted to see how to make a curry because
Yes.
it's a skill.
It is. Do you think so?
Who taught you how to make curry?
Actually, my mom. Like, my mom
See,
taught
she
it
passed
me.
the recipe
Yes, she
down.
did.
And did you learn by her teaching you, or were you watching and kind of took notes as you went?
Yes, so I was the kid, instead of being outside and
Yeah.
playing with the other kids, I was literally sitting in the kitchen either with my grandmother or my mother and learning
I
how to
love
cook.
this.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to grandmums and mums for really putting this together for us. So you said it's a Durban-styled mince curry.
Yes.
So we're going to go in with some more aromatics.
Garlic.
We've got
So
some
we're
garlic
putting
and
garlic
ginger.
and ginger.
I do love ginger. And if there's one thing about curry, it's actually very good for you.
It is, and it's actually healthy, I feel.
Yeah.
You don't need to use a lot of oil in curry, that's the thing. Like, a lot of people think that you need to use so much oil in curry, but you actually don't.
Yeah.
I just use a drop of oil in the curry, and to cook the spices, I usually put water in, and it cooks it just as well.
Right, instead
Yeah.
of constantly adding oil.
Yes,
Also,
yes,
the
yes.
meat that you add in also adds oil. Chicken releases oil,
Definitely.
mince releases
Yes,
oil.
yes.
Okay.
So
Oh,
you
it's
can
smelling
be
so
very
good
careful.
already, Nicholas.
And maybe you can help me here. So
would
maybe
love
we can
to.
add in some spices, so we can go in with our Kashmiri powder, which is this one.
Okay.
Can add that
Oh,
in.
that smells amazing.
Then we can go in with our turmeric. So that's our turmeric powder.
Have some bori. Okay.
That's just a bit of chili powder for some extra heat.
Oh, all of
Yeah,
it.
All of it. Let's go
Woo! Okay,
in. Then we're going to put some cumin powder.
lovely. Could you also use cumin seeds, or is the powder
We
better?
did actually use cumin seeds already.
Oh, was that
This
cumin
is just
seeds?
adding more flavor,
And
yes.
this?
And this is coriander powder goes in.
So we
and then
use
you
dry
can just-
coriander and real coriander.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And then you just mix that in. And then you just want it to toast. You can actually smell the
I can
aromatics. You can
smell
smell
it.
That's the smell you want. That you know that your spices are actually toasting.
Yes.
So once you get that
Can I
smell.
be honest? I think an issue I also experience is that I burn my spices. And then you eat it at the dinner table and you're
That's
like,
like,
no. So how do
get
you know
you.
when it's burnt? Like, what's the telltale
So
sign?
I usually toast my spices for a maximum of 20 seconds. Now this is already too much, so let's go in and
Ooh.
add the mince in.
Okay.
So
I've
let's add our
definitely been doing
mince.
it wrong. So we're going in with some beef mince,
Beef
right?
mince, yes. You can use chicken mince here as well.
Yeah.
You can actually use chicken because that will just make a chicken curry.
Right.
So whatever protein you prefer.
Yeah, I grew up loving some mince curry, and then they added potatoes and peas in it as
Yes,
well.
yes,
And then we
yes.
would have it with roti, and
And
it was
that's-
just the best combination.
That's exactly. So we've got our potatoes there as well. We're going to
Yes.
add that in shortly.
So these potatoes you've cut up quite small.
Small. Because it's mince, mince cooks very quickly, so we don't want to overcook the mince by adding in larger size potatoes.
Okay.
Cool. So just
You can see it's already
mince down
cooking
the mince.
through.
Yes.
Okay, so then we put the mince down, and peas also. I mean, this is basically cooked already.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that goes in a bit later.
Yes. And you've got some tomato and sugar, right? Or is that
that's salt.
Oh, it's salt.
Yes.
So you don't add sugar to
I
your
don't add
tomato.
sugar to my curries specifically. If
Yeah.
I'm making a tomato chutney, I would add in some sugar. But if I'm making a curry, I don't add sugar.
Lovely. Wow. Well, this is the Culinary Hotline Bling. And of course, all these recipes are available on expressoshow.com. Or you could just follow Nicholas. Where can people find you online so that they can keep up to date with you?
You can find me on Instagram, it's Nicholas Fraser. On TikTok, it's Nicholas Fraser 1. On Facebook, it's Nicholas Fraser.
I love
So,
that. Over
the brand.
300,000 collective followers across
Thank
your
you,
platforms.
thank you.
So do you make your roti from scratch when you serve this?
I can make roti from scratch,
Yeah.
but I also believe sometimes you don't have to reinvent the wheel.
You know what I'm saying?
And
That's
you
that's my philosophy.
I really enjoy Woolworths roti, to be honest.
I love that you said that because yes, I've got them in stack in the freezer
Yes, I actually
for
do.
whenever you need it. And then rice, would you do rice and roti or just?
No, I either choose one.
One
so
or the other.
rice or roti.
Sorry, I'm being greedy. I'm being greedy. Just one or the other. All right, so the mince is basically getting cooked.
Yes,
Then you
yes,
go in
yes.
with your potatoes.
Then we go
We're
in
going to
our
fast forward a little
potatoes
bit.
and add in a bit of water as well and let that cook.
Lovely. Let me see if I can get you some water. I'll just pour it in here.
Awesome.
Is that enough water?
Yes, you can
Okay.
put that in.
So you don't use any stock either?
No, no stock.
Okay.
So the water will cook our potatoes. We just might need a bit more water, just to
water?
cover it so the
Okay.
potatoes cook.
I got you, I got you. You see, I'm learning where I've been getting it wrong all this time because I'm adding too many things. I'm burning my spices. I'm adding in stock.
No, so stock not for curry.
Okay. Got you.
Stock is for stews.
Hey, the difference between a stew and a curry, yo. In my mind, it's almost the same thing. Okay, a curry is a spicy stew. Am I right?
Yes, curry is spicy.
Okay.
Stews you can actually also make spicy, but when you want to add spice to a stew, I suggest using chilies and not actual curry powder.
Right.
But Durbanites actually still use a bit of curry powder in their stews
of
as well.
course, why
because
not?
extra flavor.
All right,
then
so
we
as the potatoes cook down, you add your peas.
Yeah, so just allow this to cook down. Once our potatoes get a bit soft, we can add in our peas. And we're going to add in our tomatoes shortly as well. And that's it.
Okay, and then also, we add this in afterwards?
Yes,
or-
so we add this in, maybe when we add in our tomatoes, we're going to add a bit of coriander because coriander also adds flavor to our dish. So it's important to not only add coriander at the end of the dish, but also while you're cooking the dish because that actually adds a lot of flavor, especially to a curry.
I love that, because I love Danya.
Oh, me too.
On anything,
I love the way
in
you say
everything.
Danya.
I feel sorry for people like Graham because he's got that thing where it doesn't taste good to him.
Oh, okay,
I low-key
okay.
think he's lying. He just
No, I
needs to
love it.
develop the palate, you know what I'm saying?
They actually call me the coriander guy on socials
love
because I
this.
use it in everything.
Everything. I'm telling you. It adds such a freshness, such a nice pungent flavor. Absolutely, I'm here for it. All right. Well, continue getting in touch, Expresso fam, letting us know what you would like to know on 0634 088863. If you have any questions for our coriander king right here, you got to ask him how exactly you can experience the kitchen just like Nicholas. Find this minced curry on expressoshow.com as well as our one-pot chicken and rice dish. And we have one more coming your way on the culinary hotline. Bling! You know what? I'm fighting somebody today, but I know at home you did that along with me. We'll continue with the culinary hotline bling, ting, 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 in just a little bit.
So yes,
Nice.
it's smelling amazing.
Nice.
Smelling absolutely amazing. My poor stomach is going. We are going to eat, and sweet treats are on the way in just a moment. But you've been very focused on DIYing.
Yeah,
and getting stuck
dude,
into your
we
home, man.
decided to do some renovation stuff, but it's always like that, you know, you look at, I don't know anything about renovations, hence, this is very helpful because we are all about those New Year's resolutions at the beginning of the year, and perhaps one of those goals is to finally complete that DIY project that you've got at home.
And you can do it, but you do need a little bit of help. So get ready to roll up your sleeves for another episode of Handy Heroes. And the experts at hand today are from Midas Paints in Paarl, just around the corner from us, bringing us some top DIY tips, some great painting hacks to make tackling our next project a breeze. You got this, man.
Let's have a look.
You got this.
Powered by Plascon, today's handy hero comes from Midas Paints, De Parel, in the Western Cape.
We've always wanted a shop in Paarl to better service our customers in the area. We're a third-generation paint family business, and the story goes back to my dad working at Plascon for 25 years, and that's how we got to know paint. We're exceptionally proud of this store. It's really one of the flagship stores out of the three that we've got. We really pride ourselves in exceptional customer service delivery. We love our customers and our customers love us. We really believe that we are the best store in Paarl. We're just really passionate about our customers and delivering the best possible customer service that we can. We love the Plascon product. I mean, with my dad working at Plascon many years ago, that's what we learned. And we found that there's exceptional depth in the range of Plascon products that can help our customers. My favorite Plascon product goes back to when I was a kid, the Velvoglow, which is a non-drip enamel. It's an exceptional product. It's very, very easy to paint onto doors and skirtings, and it just easily floats back and flattens out quite quickly. The DIY tip that I learned when I was young was painting with Velvoglow, and you've always got a brush in your hand. and you dip the brush into the paint and you have all this paint falling off. So what I do is I take an elastic band and I put it over the top of the tin. I put a nail in my brush so I can hang my brush on the inside of the paint, and as soon as I lift the brush out, I just wipe it against the elastic band and the excess paint comes off. And my paint motto is born out of passion and mastered through tradition.
Today's Handy Heroes is powered by Plascon Wall and All. Unmatched dirt, stain, water and fade resistance to keep your walls beautiful for years. Plascon, together we've got this.
We've got this. I like the way he says this. We've got this. I like that elastic band
Dude,
little hack
it's
there.
the tiniest
Come on.
little thing, but it makes a big difference. I love that.
So what have you got planned for your
Oh,
house,
dude,
man?
well,
And
I'm
how's it
glad. I'm
going?
going to knock on these Oaks doors because I will be having to paint a little bit later on, but we're refurbishing my Bri area. We're sorting out my garage, I'm extending because my car can't fit in my garage, it's too small. So I'm doing that kind of stuff. But obviously with the breaking down and rebuilding, painting is going to have to happen. So that's a big tip and a big help there because I'm going to do it myself. Or try, at least.
I thought you were going to say, I'm getting a horse, man, and that's why I'm after your horse ride over the holidays. We love it. And to all those handy heroes out there, those guys that help us get through the hard yards, and it is tough out there, we love you. So thank you so, so much.
Thank you.
I think we need to temper the storm this morning. I know a lot of people feeling low volts, beginning of the year. Reality is sunk in. So yes, Paxton is going to be performing for us in just a moment, and we cannot wait for that.
Yeah,
and then we are back in the kitchen, my friend.
Ooh, a chocolate banana loaf. We said we're going to make something sweet for you guys in just a little bit. So as part of the culinary hotline with Nicholas, he's here to show us exactly how we're going to put a sweet treat. I mean, this is beautiful.
Absolutely amazing. And then this just ticks every box for me. I'm all about literacy at the moment, and it's one of the biggest kind of battlegrounds in our country. How about a new digital platform that can bring some of the best literary works that we have in 11 different languages to life every day, that we can have access to, that our children can have unlimited access to? I love the sound of that,
if you have a smartphone or connection somewhere, you can access this library, which I think is fantastic. So we're going to get the insight in just a bit. See you now. Don't go anywhere.
Win a Toyota Corolla Cross 1.8 XS Hybrid with Plascon's 2025 Hybridity Color Forecast Competition. Spend 500 Rand or more on any Plascon products. WhatsApp your receipt name and ID to this number. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. How's it going, parents? Are you surviving? I would imagine a few teary eyes out there because it's back to school. So we thought we'd have a little bit of fun reminiscing ourselves. Major day, I think, in all of our core memory kind of day, actually, if we had to look back. So we put it to you guys. What stands out in your memories about those first day jitters? All those joys? Did you have moments? Some of them could have defined you. So let's see how you are feeling about looking back. Naina saying super excited for my daughter to start start her grade 9 journey. What a great phase of life to choose her subjects for next year. She is going to rock it. That is great parenting right there. And I say that because she believes in her child. She's not just saying it. Shakira weighing in as well. Good morning to you, family. Heading to my first day of matric today. Feeling a mix of nerves and excitement, but I'm ready for success, growth, and making this year count. Manifest that. I love the fact that she's put that down in writing. Mark Gavin saying, good morning. I don't remember everything I learned in school, but I'll always remember sitting in this desk. Look at that. How crazy. There are a few of us out there who remember desks like that. They are burnt into our memory. Thank you so much, Mark. That's absolutely beautiful. I love the fact that so many of us have had these defining moments, and that's what awaits you. If you're heading out to school, you're probably there already. But if you haven't lived just yet, I'm going to echo some of those words. You've got this.
You've got this. Now, of course, just linking on to all of those lovely comments. As school kicks off this morning, our next story is literally quite fitting. We connect with Akuliwe Fecho, who is the co-founder of Tatka, a South African startup that builds digital libraries of read-along children's video books. And they recently launched their latest digital library of children's books in all 11 official spoken South African languages, which I think is fantastic. And anyone with a smart device or internet connection can access these books. Akuliwe, thank you and welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show this morning. This is exciting. How are you feeling? Because I know that you guys have been running this project for a while. We just spoke off air. You've pivoted a couple of times, but you got to where it is today. Tatka, what does it stand for? And what's the overall mission, I think, here with what you guys are doing?
Sure. Good morning, Yuan, and good morning to the viewers at home. It's a pleasure to be here this morning, and so fitting, as you say, as schools open today nationally. Tatka is a startup business that 4 friends from the University of Cape Town decided to come together and idealize and execute, including myself.
Nice.
As you'd already mentioned. So we were concerned about the literacy rates in our country, firstly, and secondly, we were also concerned about the lack of literature that's available in African languages.
Yes.
So 2 things that we are trying to tackle in the immediate. Number 1 is the literacy rates. As you have probably seen on the news, especially last year and over the past 2 years, that 81% of all grade 4 learners cannot read for meaning in this country, which is a concern.
Massive
and highlights a literacy problem in this country. So the first thing that we try to tackle is we're trying to tackle the ability of children to be able to read, but not just to read, but to read for understanding. We do this in our product, or the e-books, or video books as you call it, by creating them and making them read along, as well as auto-tune, so you can hear the voice of an artist and see the words and see an illustration of what is being said within the story. So all of that is culminating to tackle the literacy problem. And secondly, we are making them available in African languages. 2% of literature in South Africa is available in African languages, which is a concern.
It's a massive concern because I also look at my 2 kids. I mean, we live in this digital age, and a lot of kids spend time on the screens, and there's this and it's, if they're not at school, they at home, they're gaming, they're doing this, they're doing that.
Yeah.
But reading is a fundamental development tool for a youngster. It's fostering that and creating, I think, imagination. And we are missing that. I feel as a parent, I feel we are missing that in today's day and age, and it's hard to facilitate as a parent, life being busy as we know. So this, I think, is an incredible tool, and I want to thank you for that. So it all started because you saw a gap in the market.
Yes.
You guys saw, listen, this is where it's heading. It's not looking good, and we need to change it.
Yeah.
And now in 11 official spoken languages of South Africa, what can we expect when we log onto the platform? What's the target market here? Is it specifically youngsters, kids?
Well, there are different target markets. First of all, it's parents. Parents who are concerned, number 1, and who want to assist their children to be able to learn how to read. Not just read, but also to read in their home language. Number 2, we are wanting to partner with schools as well that want to drive literacy drives or language initiatives as well. Number 3, NGOs and daycare centers in anything that involves children or the learning of children, or to try to address this problem of literacy that we have in our country today.
Because like you said, I think reading is one thing, but reading for meaning,
absolutely,
that is a completely different thing. You got to understand what you're reading. Your brain needs to understand what your eyes are seeing. How does it work, this platform exactly? If we're going to go log on now, because I also mentioned if you've got a smartphone, you've got a connection, you can connect to it. How does it work?
It's like a Netflix. Basically, you create an account. As soon as you log on to the account, you have a library available. Currently, we have 4 books in all official languages. You choose a book, and then you pick it, you pay, and then it stores the book within your account. And whenever you log in, you can just view the book and infinitely, and it's a once-off subscription. Currently going at about 120 Rand a book within the library.
But that's incredible because, I mean, it's a way to foster reading and just getting involved in the reading space again because, like I said, it doesn't happen a lot anymore. And I love this because, I mean, did you ever see yourself doing this one day and particularly getting involved in such a type of project?
Given the number of pivots that we've made over the years, I never would have imagined. But I'm friends with really brilliant young, smart co-founders, and together with them, I believe anything then is possible.
And I love that because Mark Zuckerberg was speaking the other day, and he was speaking about having this grand idea, and people are getting frustrated because their idea didn't come yet, but it never is like that.
Absolutely.
It starts with one small step, and then you build along the way, and that's exactly what you guys are doing, which is fantastic.
Yes.
Just tell me quickly, so you mentioned you want to partner with schools and NGOs and that. How would people get in touch with you guys? Because I would love to see this as part of a school and you know, working it into a curriculum or any of that sort.
Yeah. It's quite simple. We're available in every social media platform. If you can send us a direct message through any social media platform, we'll respond within 24 hours. Or you can email us on info@takra.africa. Or if you go on the website, which is www.takra.africa, you can find all of our email addresses there and all of our social media platforms and links to them. So,
fantastic. We also just put it up there for you on the screen. You can get the emails there as well. Thank you very much, my friend. It's amazing, and I'm sure I can see there's excitement in your eyes because it is going to start taking off, and it is starting taking off already. It's a big job. I know that you guys spend probably many sleepless nights trying to facilitate all of this. But a fantastic initiative nonetheless. Thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much, Ewan.
Here we go. Go read.
Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Certainly echoing those words. Then, of course, Nicola's hard at work. I've been seeing him being pricked by Tiff for our next cooking session. I'm so glad because I'm doing it. We are turning to our sweet treats, and a banana loaf has been asked and it has been given. We're going to get into that recipe in just a moment. It is the culinary hotline. Bling! Ding, ding, ding! Loving the bass this morning, so you please can weigh in as well. And then we're going to crown this glorious morning with a performance from one of our absolute favorites. Paxton is here to perform just for you. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. I'm going to officially do it because I love it so much. To the culinary hotline. Bling! Our timing is completely off, but it's mainly gents, so it's okay, all right? We love the bass. We have shared 2 delicious, budget-friendly, savory dishes, and now it's time to wrap things up on that front and then head on to a sweet note with a rich and moist chocolate banana loaf. And if you've got any questions for Nicholas, please, he knows so much. Drop us a voice note, 063-408-8863. Nick, great to be catching up with you properly.
Yes.
They've been keeping us apart, man. I think they know my love of food. But I love the idea of people who maybe might not think that they have it in them, going out there and proving it, and you've done that. Hearing your story is just so cool in that sense. So, first of all, just give me a bit of a recap. Obviously, a beautiful opening round. We are busy wrapping up our main course, I'm going to call it. Where are we in the process?
So what we've done is we've added in our tomatoes, we've added in our peas as well. Our potatoes are almost done. We've also added in some fresh coriander and salt. We're going to allow this to cook down. Once our potatoes are done, I'll give it another 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
Then we just finish off with fresh coriander and then it's done.
All right, as a non-coriander eater, okay, before we get into one of our... I know, don't judge me, man. No, I've been trying to kind of bring myself into it by understanding the flavor nuance and why we use it. Why is this the herb, the perfect way to finish off dishes, especially that carry a heavy spice component like this?
I wouldn't say it's only to finish off the dish, but it also adds flavor to the dish. So I cook with coriander in the dish as well. Finishing off the dish, it's more of a garnish thing, that's why. But coriander actually has flavor that you add to the dish. It balances out the spices.
Ah, man, I'm going to keep trying, man. I'm going to keep on trying. No, I absolutely love it. What you've done is amazing. In fact, let's hear from one of our viewers right now how they're feeling about this culinary experience.
That curry looks divine. It looks like curry my mom made for us. No, guys, you're killing me, man. Hey, this young man gonna go places. Love y'all.
Oh, I love you, man. I love you. That's like my voice note of 2025, man. You know, when someone's comparing you to his own mother and that curry, how the mum feels about that, I don't know, but you've earned a badge of honor.
Thank you.
Okay, so we'll let that work its magic before finishing off with our garnish. And we can now start wandering across to our banana loaf. So you can put me wherever
you need help me.
Yeah, I am here to do whatever you need, my friend.
So you can start by peeling the bananas. And you can mash them up. There's a masher. In a bowl, I'm going to add in some brown sugar.
There we go.
And then we need to add in the mashed bananas to the brown sugar.
I was just joking with Nicholas off screen because moms, you know, we joke about our moms in the kitchen, but my mom has taught me everything I know, and she's a brilliant one for kind of exploring and pushing the boat out. And she knows I have a great love of banana bread and banana loaves. So what did I find after being away for? Not only did I get a full fridge of stuff and everything that she knows that we needed coming back. So I love you, Mom. Thank you so much for doing that. But I found some overripe brown bananas frozen in the freezer. Boom! Because the more overripe, the better for this part of the process.
Yes.
All right, so what are you mixing in on your end?
Once you're done with the bananas, I'm going to add that to the sugar and mix those together. And then we're going to add in the oil as well.
Okay. And this, I mean, we joke about it, but you don't want to waste fruit. And so often, I think in this consumer culture that we represent, we really want to drive that message home, is that there is so much more that you can use food for if you just think about it.
Yes.
So don't be afraid of an overripe banana or that fruit that isn't quite there yet. I'm going to...
Actually, the more ripe the banana, the better, because that's going to actually add more sweetness to your dish.
Is that mashed enough? Can I do it a little bit?
Yes, no, that's perfectly fine.
Is that all right?
Yeah, you can
I know we are doing it for TV, so we do give ourselves a little bit of extra license.
So we're just adding the banana in.
There we go.
Thank you. Mix the two together. We can add in our oil as well.
And I see we're using, is that the demerara or a more treacly? I always say, not that I ever eat treacle, but I would imagine it works in this kind of flavor profile. It's got a stronger caramel kind of flavor profile.
And that's what we're looking for. So just beat these three ingredients together. Then we can add in our vanilla essence.
As one must.
Eggs. This comes together so quickly. 2 eggs.
I love this. This is almost one of those cheats of like Oh, my word. I've got Auntie coming over for tea a little bit later. And this, not only, obviously, we have the beautiful sweet treat at the end, but you've got a house that smells amazing as it goes. We've got some more comments coming through there. Excuse me, looking over your shoulder. This one coming from Tina. So awesome seeing Nicholas Fraser doing his best on the big screen and sharing such a yummy mince curry recipe. That seems to be in a hit, eh? A lot of people have grown up with it. Absolutely love that. My favorite is his hashtag mash and steak. Hashtag coriander guy. What do you mean? Come on.
I did say.
Are you the coriander guy?
Yeah, they call me the coriander guy because I use a lot of coriander in my dishes.
Do you know that I feel like Batman. He's just met the Joker. I feel like I've just met my arch nemesis in this world. No, you're going to be my angel. You're going to guide me through this process. I love that. That is hilarious. Teresa Van Beek saying, we'll definitely try this one. Versatile, easy and tasty recipe. Looks yummy and delicious. I think you've ticked every box. And our viewers, they don't lie, hey? So if they don't like something, they'll say that. Kerry saying, love Nicholas's TikTok videos.
Thank you.
And yes, man.
Thank you.
You're a content creator as much as you are a chef. But you never, one doesn't seem to have to run in a separate lane to the other. It kind of feels like you're just being professionally yourself, really.
I am. And I wouldn't say, I actually, when people say, oh, you're a chef, I'm not a chef. I'm just like a home cook. I don't have any chef titles or any culinary studying or anything like that. So I always say I'm a home cook, and I feel like that also resonates a lot with the people at home.
Completely.
Because we are home cooks and we're just helping each other, giving each other recipe ideas and helping others at home.
And because home is where the cooking is.
Yes.
And I've realized living in the Cape in particular, but you can say this about any part of South Africa. You can go to Limpopo, you can go to the Natal Midlands. You will find cuisine that is localized to that area that I don't think we fully appreciate. In the Boer Kaap, you're going to have curries that exist nowhere else in the world.
Agreed.
There is something so special about that. Who is that person for you when you think about who you need to impress when you cook? Who is that person?
I don't think I need to impress. It's just for me, like when I cook, I'm putting my heart into it. So that's it for me. Like I'm not trying to impress anybody or prove anything to anybody. It's just like I'm cooking with my heart. And I think when you cook with your heart, that for itself will speak.
I love that, man. And believe it or not, you do. I find this with my kids when I approach it not for the result and us getting the meal right, but rather for them enjoying the process. Generally, the result is so much better. I'm noticing something a little cheeky.
Yes, so we're basically done with this. All we're going to do, you can pass me that loaf pan, please.
There we go.
We're just going
take
to...
that out of your way.
Yeah, just push this into the loaf pan.
Presumably, we treat our tins for something like this?
Yes, we did put some non-stick spray in it already as well. Okay. Yeah, so we just put that in.
Because that'll be heartache, or unless you're eating alone and then you can just eat it out of the tin yourself.
You could also use some wax paper as well. It would make it come out a bit easier.
I love that.
So add that into your...
All right, now I feel like we're giving away one of your trade secrets here, giving away a little hack that's going to make all the difference here. What is going on in this little bowl?
So this is dark chocolate chips, and we're going to just sprinkle that on top of the loaf.
I'll show you.
And when you eat the loaf, if you eat it a bit warm, you're going to get that melted dark chocolate when you cut into it and have it with a nice cup of coffee.
Oh my goodness! I'm so glad you said a nice cup of coffee and not tea. We might
I'm a coffee guy.
We are two sides of the same coin. I think maybe I'm gonna write one day. I promise you, my friend. If I do a cookbook, okay, there's going to be a recipe in that cookbook dedicated to coriander.
Thank you.
And it's going to come from you, and I'll pay for it. Don't worry, but we're going to do that together. But you're brilliant at what you do, and I'm beginning to understand why. I absolutely love the fact that you do everything out of heart.
Yes.
when introducing, is this essentially going to form kind of the full icing? Do you want to mix it through?
No, you just leave it on top. So it also gives a nice aesthetic, as you can see, so it just doesn't look boring.
On screen, I think we're going to pop up a little video. We want to see, in your screen, you use a slightly different, in this video, kind of icing here. Oh, look at that.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness, look at that. What is going on top there? Explain yourself.
So that's basically just icing, sugar, and what I did is I added a bit of lemon in it, just to give it a bit of zestiness. So I grated a bit of lime, actually, sorry, not lemon. I grated a bit of lime peel in it, and I added a bit of lime juice in it, just to give it a bit of zesty flavor. You know, it also gives it a bit of that cream cheese kind of a thing without having cream cheese.
You know what my other favorite, and I'm not a sweet tooth, my only other favorite thing is lemon cake. So we are bonded. We are bonded, my friend. No, I can't heap enough praise on you, and I think there's a reason why everyone's going gaga over you at the moment, dude. You're at the top of your game, and it feels like you've only just gotten started.
Yes, I am only getting started.
Well, if your mama saw something that she absolutely loved on the show in terms of the culinary creations, show some love. We want to hear from you. Drop us a voice note. If you've got any more questions, you can also throw those in. But Nicholas, you've been absolutely amazing on our culinary hotline. Oh, if only we could just crown this with an amazing, beautiful vocal performance. Just imagine, just imagine.
Well, you do not have to imagine, because we're closing that cookbook and opening up that songbook right now. We've been waiting for this moment. Taking to the stage is our songbird, our girl, Paxton, singing Eye to Eye straight off 2323.
This is my song called Eye to Eye off of 2323. I hope you guys enjoy. How do we see eye to eye, but you ain't got no vision? You did what you did, but know that there's no competition. No need to worry, I haven't forgotten but forgiven. Baby, it's time to leave, I've made my decision. Cost to myself and you, it's me that I'm gonna choose. I've been good to you, so I know what you're bound to lose. Never had a girl like me who could hold you down like me. Go ahead and leave the keys on your way out. It's way too late for sorry now. I'm not gonna chit-chit-chit. I'm not gonna chit-chit-chit. I'm not gonna chit-chit-chit. I'm not gonna chit-chit, change my mind. I'm not gonna chit-chit-chit. I'm not gonna chit-chit-chit. I'm not gonna chit-chit-chit. I'm not gonna chit-chit, change my mind. I'm not gonna chit-chit, change. There's no need for you to explain yourself. I don't wanna second guess. Can't put you first this time. All along I've been patient. You became complacent, living the lie on rotation. Sanity is what I'm chasing. Whoa, it's me that I'm gonna choose. I've been good to you, so I know what you're about to lose. I never had a girl like me who could hold you down like me. Go ahead and leave the keys on your way out. It's way too late for sorry now.
Paxton.
The magic of Paxton.
So
Come on
obsessed
now.
with you, love you, down. Straight off Eye to Eye, that of course, straight off 23. That was Eye to Eye, I'm at a loss for words. Paxton, take a bow, please.
Because we love you so much, and what a privilege to have her here.
Yes.
Best part of our job. And of course, we're going to catch up on what all the stars have been doing, or at least you're going to bring us up to speed.
With entertainment news.
Apparently it's fire.
You can't make that joke, it's too soon.
Too soon, sorry.
Too soon.
But there's a lot.
There is so much to catch up on, including, yes, the LA fires.
But then, of course, we've seen Paxton can sing, you know, she's amazing in front of a crowd, but can she cook?
Can she cook? Paxton, can you cook? Can you cook?
You know, like, I'll stick to singing. I'll leave the cooking to you, Carissa.
What you should have said is not yet.
Yes, Nicholas can help us both because we're going to make a charred grilled chicken as well as mushroom pasta. It's going to be so delicious. So stick around, Expresso fam. We'll see you soon.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You tune into your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso right here on S3. It is a wonderful Wednesday. I hope you're having fun with us. We have a whole hour left in your company right now. Just before 8 o'clock, let's quickly check in with Carissa, get the last dose of their news headlines.
Thank you so much, Ewan. As we approach 8 o'clock, let's get into your national news first, where Police Minister Senzo Mchunu says the number of illegal miners still underground at Stilfontein's disused mine remains unclear. During his visit to the northwest town yesterday afternoon, Mchunu noted that over 1,500 illegal miners have been arrested and more than 100 have died since October. He highlighted ongoing collaboration with mine owners and rescue teams to finalize safety plans. Now, investigations are underway to trace the destination of illegally mined gold, its volumes, and those involved in its trade. Sticking to local news, the Limpopo Department of Health evacuated patients from Witpoort Hospital in Lephalala after the Palala Dam overflowed, causing severe flooding. Now, heavy rains raised the Lephalala River's levels, submerging roads and isolating the hospital. Patients were transferred to the Illustras Hospital while non-emergency cases were redirected to local clinics. The Groblersberg border post connecting South Africa and Botswana was also closed due to the overflow of the Limpopo River. Now, Lephalala Mayor Aaron Mogetle said flooded bridges and roads disrupted services, preventing officials from reporting for duty. Moving to your international news-making headlines, at least 120 people were killed in random shelling in Omdurman, Sudan, across the Nile from Khartoum, according to a local volunteer network. While the Omboda Emergency Response Room said the death toll is provisional and more victims may be discovered. Medical supplies are running low as health workers struggle to treat the injured. Sudan's 21-month civil war has killed tens of thousands, displaced over 12 million, and caused a looming famine. The Umbada team did not specify who was behind the attack, as access is limited due to ongoing fighting. Meanwhile, a Justice Department report released yesterday claims Donald Trump led an unprecedented criminal effort to overturn his 2020 election defeat. The report details Special Counsel Jack Smith's decision to indict Trump on 4 counts related to obstructing the vote certification after his loss to Joe Biden. Now, Smith believes there is enough evidence to convict Trump, but his 2024 election wins prevents prosecution. Trump maintains his innocence, calling Smith, quote, disturbed. Smith, who resigned a few days ago, oversaw the investigation into Trump's actions. And closing off your last bit of news for today, South Africa's cricket sensation Kwena Mapaka embodies the saying, if you want something done, ask a busy person. The 18-year-old left-arm fast bowler recently completed his schooling at St. Stithians College in Johannesburg with impressive results, narrowly missing distinctions in 4 subjects, despite debuting in the Indian Premier League, Test, ODI, T20 and the 2024 Under-19 World Cup. Another rising star, 18-year-old Bayanda Walaza from Kuro Hazeldean High School in Pretoria, also aced his matric exams. Now, the sprinting sensation was part of the men's 4x100 relay team that won silver at the Olympic Games, following it up with an outstanding performance at the World Athletics Under-20 Championship in Peru, where he won gold in both the 100-meter and 200-meter events. Stellar awards for stellar human beings. We look forward to seeing how the future unfolds for the both of them. But speaking about sports, let's get into those final headlines for today with Graham.
Well, not a lot of winning, but a lot of heroics in our football last night. Let's start with Diogo Jota's second-half header that rescued a 1-1 draw for Liverpool against Nottingham Forest last night, preserving their 6-point lead atop the Premier League table at the moment. So Forest enjoying a stellar season after narrowly escaping relegation, you might remember. They took an early lead through Chris Wood, then Jota equalised in the 66th minute, but some late heroics from ahead of their big one up against Spurs tonight. Arsenal forward Gabriel Jesus is facing a prolonged absence due to a suspected ACL injury sustained in the FA Cup clash with Man United on Sunday, which of course Arsenal lost on penalties. And the 27-year-old Brazilian recently rediscovering his form, scoring 5 goals over the December period, including that League Cup hat-trick. So Jesus, who joined Arsenal back in 2022, had previously won 4 Premier League titles with Man City. Great to see him at his best. Terrible to see him off the field now. Now, speaking of off the field, let's talk about who's coming back on the DHL Stormers field. They've confirmed the signing of Springbok scrum half Kobus Reinach for the next season. The 34-year-old will join from Montpellier, offsetting the departures of both Herschel Jantjies and Paul de Wet. Reinach, a 2-time Rugby World Cup winner back in 2019 and 2023, of course, brings some valuable experience and ridiculous pace as well, having earned 39 caps for the Springboks. His experience is going to certainly make its mark. Then the SA20 has been absolutely pumping already, and the Joburg Super Kings, they're on form. They secured a 28-run win over Durban's Super Giants in the SA20 clash at Kingsmead late last night. Donovan Ferreira, Tobias Shamsi and Gerald Coetzee each shining with 2 wickets in and over, with Ferreira conceding only 15 runs in his 4-over spell. Shamsi's delivery to bowl Chris Wokes, though, definitely the standout, while Coetzee dismissed Quinton de Kock and Naveen Ul-Haq to help restrict the Super Giants to 141 all out, chasing that 169. So a brilliant performance with the ball. And that's a wrap of your sport for this morning. Hopefully the roads haven't been too hectic. A lot more traffic though, so let's see if there are any incidents to report on.
Thank you so much, Graham. Yeah, well, with back to school in full swing today, the roads are definitely busy, but nothing too crazy out on the roads. We have one incident to make you aware of in Cape Town. There's a road closure as a result of an accident on the N2 outbound at Foray Bridge along Baden-Powell, causing heavy delays that's expected there. So please plan your commute accordingly and stay safe while you are driving. Get safe to the other side. Right now, take another look and last look at your weather. First and foremost, some weather news. The South African Weather Service has issued severe weather warnings for multiple areas for today. An orange level 5 warning for the Ehlanzeni district in Mpumalanga predicts intense thunderstorms with heavy rain and damaging winds, leading to flooding and major travel disruptions. A yellow level 4 warning affects the Mopani district, eastern Vembe district of Limpopo, and the eastern Highveld of Mpumalanga, with similar conditions causing flooding and disruptions. Then a yellow level 2 warning for the northwestern parts of KwaZulu-Natal expects localized flooding and infrastructure damage. And meanwhile, extremely high fire danger conditions are anticipated in the central Northern Cape and Western Free State as well. That's your weather warnings for today. Last sunrise view of the hour coming up. This one was sent in by Varushka from Hakpoort in Gauteng. Varushka, thank you very much. Looks like a little bit of cumulonimbus clouds over there, hopefully causing a little bit of rain up there. I know it's also very dry there in Hakpoort, but it looks beautiful, Varushka. Thank you very much for taking the time. And I do hope that you're enjoying a nice cup of coffee with that beautiful view. Keep them coming. We'd love to see. You can send your morning views to us on our WhatsApp line 063 408 8863. Here's a last look at your temperatures going into your Wednesday.
That 40% rainfall feels like 100% in the mother city, but the blessings we shall receive there.
Yeah, we'll take them on board. Paxton says she can't cook. I think she's a liar. I think she's
I think
one of those
she's gonna show us
ridiculously,
something or
yeah,
two.
I think she's one of those ridiculously talented people who can do anything.
Anything and everything. I don't think so, but we'll see and we'll put it to the test. She's going to create a pasta that is char-grilled chicken as well as mushroom, which is the perfect combination.
Correct.
Chicken and mushroom pasta.
Yum.
Cannot go wrong with that.
You can't. Also, I'm going to bring you guys some entertainment news.
Oh, the rain likes that. You see, we are being blessed from the heavens.
Wow.
We'll see you now.
Stand a chance to be one of 10 lucky winners, each winning a share of 200,000 Rand and cash prizes from Tuffy's South Africa. Simply buy a pair of Tuffy's school shoes between now and 14 February. Then WhatsApp your proof of purchase to 087 250 0811 or buy directly on tuffys.co.za and fill in the form to enter. Competition closes 14 February. T's and C's apply. Tuffy's, for every kind of tough.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, nothing stops our entertainment news except a little bit of weather outside. We love the rain. We appreciate the rain. You can hear it falling on our beautiful studio
that's
roof.
cool, man.
We'll soak up every drop. I know a lot of areas in South Africa affected by the opposite end of that spectrum. So hopefully this spreads around. But that 40%, as you said, Carissa, just
Feels like 100.
My car didn't need a wash. This is perfect timing. I love it. All right. Let's get into entertainment.
Righto, let's see what we have.
Do you guys remember Justin Bieber?
Don't be like that.
He's been off the scene
Wasn't
for so
he
long.
that guy that started on YouTube
yeah,
and somebody
kinda, and then someone
saw
saw
back in the
him
day,
and
then
then-
he went
Is he
through a wobble?
okay, though?
He's
Because
okay.
he's been
Yeah.
through the most.
I mean, there are
man, it
rumors that
sounds
he's
like.
broke, but I don't know how true that is. So basically, he's been gone for 4 years. We saw him come
Yeah.
up last year because he had a baby
Yeah.
around August. That was really beautiful. Jack Blue's around.
With
We
Hailey,
love him.
right?
With Hailey Bieber,
Yes.
exactly. But he's making a comeback. The last time we got an album called Justice, that was in 2021. And now it's 2024, and Justin Bieber's coming back with some new music.
And it'll be
Okay.
brilliant.
Yeah, but there's some rumors that the reason why he's doing it is because he owes a lot of people money. He's got bills up into his head, and that's why he needs to make a comeback.
Well, the thing is, I mean, the lifestyle, you know, that these stars live.
It's the accountants. I hate to say it, but some of the greatest. Al Pacino lost everything to a dodgy accountant.
Wow.
Billy Joel lost his entire fortune through bad decisions made by an accountant, and he had to release an album to make it all back.
Yep.
I think it's River of Dreams, I think was the name of
really?
the album. That literally took him from more money, more problems,
That's the
yo.
thing.
But I remember Justin Bieber struggling with elements with his voice and
Yes.
you know those. So I've always thought there's been maybe something underneath all of this that he just hasn't been able to be able to perform at the level that he would.
I mean, that's
expect
why he
himself
stepped
to.
away initially, right? He got that thing that affected his throat. I forget the name of it now, the syndrome. And that caused him to step away for a while. But 4 years is a very long time.
Well, I'm glad he did it.
Yeah.
Because if you take a look at his rise, everything happened so quickly, so exponentially, and he was thrown into situations where I don't think somebody of his age at that time should have been thrown into.
Right.
But I mean, he's matured, and I hope this 4 years, I think we're going to see a very different Bieber. You know? I
He's
think we're
30
gonna see
now,
a very-
so definitely.
This
Yeah.
guy is spicy this morning, eh?
I love it.
He is
I'm here for
spicy
it.
this morning.
What are you talking
What
about?
kind of
It's a
food are you making
Vitamin
today,
D, people.
my friend?
Vitamin D.
But maybe so. Maybe he also just needs some good press. Maybe he does, as you say, to offset all of the negative stuff that's been going on. It's time. But I guarantee you, this is Justin Bieber, yo. Okay, I'm not
It's
even
Justin
a fan,
Bieber.
but it's Justin Bieber.
Well,
Whatever
yeah.
he releases will be amazing.
I've never
It will
not
be
liked
amazing.
him.
Same.
I've never not.
I grew up with him as a child star, and so I feel like
He's
we're
a-
just 2
yeah.
years apart, and he, you know, he's part of my life. He's been part of it. Am I a believer? Maybe. I think I might be a
Sounds
believer.
like you're a believer.
I believe.
I believe. So we'll see the return of Justin Bieber this year. I'm actually really
Come on,
looking
buddy.
forward to it. I thought it was because he's a parent now that he needs money, that he needed to go back into it.
Okay.
It's
Children are
expensive,
expensive.
I'm going with your answer. I'm going with your answer, definitely.
Kids are pricey. Okay, let's talk about a legend in the game, Cyndi Lauper. Absolutely incredible. Girls, they just want to have fun. So she announced a farewell tour at the end of last year, which was really exciting. And she now is in it and performing and doing her thing. Looking gorgeous at 71. Some people do not agree, though. Some people thought that, please put that old lady back in the house. They were not happy to see a 71-year-old celebrating her life.
I'm also not happy to hear this news.
which
Because Cyndi
news?
Lauper is Cyndi Lauper.
Okay,
people.
okay.
Come on.
Yes.
Because you don't make fun of Cyndi Lauper. She is like... I watched a documentary, The Greatest Night of Pop. It's out there, and it's all the biggest stars at that time
For Band Aid.
coming together for Band
Oh,
Aid.
100%.
What incredible. And
dude.
she was
Yeah.
part of that group of musicians. And it just shows you where she came from and the impact that she had in her music, being so unique.
Yes.
And now stepping on stage and still doing her thing.
And she looks incredible.
So don't say anything.
Rocking blue hair,
So what happened exactly?
dancing. So there were clips of her on TikTok, on X, on Instagram. We'll see it in just a little bit. And she was literally just dancing, living her life.
Okay.
And people commented just saying, we don't want to see that. I said, this reeks of sexism. This reeks of ageism, because allow the woman to live.
I mean, but who cares, man? You've lived your life. And at 71, I want to see you prancing around on a screen in front of the hundreds of thousands of people.
Let's have a look.
Y'all got to be careful when you start coming for people who are part of your core childhood memories and stuff. Hey? Like that's the soundtrack of my childhood from, I think, from the Goonies, one of the movies that I used to love watching. And this is a very long time ago, albeit. But she has remained relevant musically through a few periods. But there are so many generations that love her music. Let her perform and let people enjoy it, man. If you don't like it, turn around.
It is, but isn't this the way things are nowadays?
Everyone has an
especially for the younger generation, seeing this on social media, it's like, what's this? Not realizing that, you know, the journey, the everything, the impact, you know, the influence that.
And can I tell you about impact and influence? Nicki Minaj also released last year, and she sampled Cyndi Lauper. It's like from our generation to the previous to the next. It's always going to be touched by the legends. 71 years is incredible. Like you said, I want to see you at 71 doing that.
No, my mom is 71, turning 72 now as well. Still works, still wants to be relevant and still is out there just rocking it. She's exactly the same woman that she was when she used to kick my butt.
Come on
when
now.
I was, well, last year. But that's the bottom line. What this would mean for other performers. And you can all say what you want to say. Some of the highest paying and highest earning performers in the world, like your Elton Johns with their farewell tours, are making more money than anybody else.
You will never touch that much.
Yeah, exactly, because 3 or 4 generations are going to support not just one.
Exactly, and I love to see it. So we are here for you, and also woman to woman, Cindy, keep doing your thing, okay?
Rock it.
Let's get into the LA fires.
Okay, no spiciness now. Can you
no,
just
this is
put
serious.
that spice
I know,
back in the
I know.
shelf, please?
You know what? Actually, going off of that point, some people on social media did say that they were happy or at least fine with the fact that houses were burning down because they were these celebrities and celebs don't really matter. I said, those are people. Those are human beings.
Well, they matter when you want to consume everything that they pour into your world.
Yes, and if you think about the damage that's been done, it's in the billions of dollars.
It's devastating. I mean, I saw a satellite image. It is a massive area.
It's
it is
crazy.
huge.
Our firefighters are right there, right now, fighting those
Supporting and
fires, which
helping.
makes you understand just how much of a global thing this is.
Yeah, because we're trying to contain it. I think there were 4 fires that just completely took over that part of LA. And they said it's almost as big as Washington, D.C., the one section of it that is completely burnt down. People have lost lives. They've lost their belongings. So many other people like the Guild Awards have come forward to contribute like $1 million at a time to just really make sure that people are okay. Because it's not just celebs.
And remember, when we talk about wealthy people, and you hear the wealthiest people in the world talking about this, it's not that they have billions just sitting in a bank account or like Scrooge McDuck that they can go and dive and swim. That's money that's sitting within financial institutions in big kind of, maybe some assets, yes, like the odd yacht or two, but it's within a financial framework that is supported by the amount of money coming in. And if that money is taken out or has to go somewhere else, everyone is affected. They're part of an ecosystem. Celebrity matters, okay? Celebrities matter.
I think so.
I think it's an awful thing for anyone to have to go through. Yeah.
Can you imagine the possessions that you also may have lost in the house? Those really precious things that are now gone. But it's had a huge impact. I mean, even the Oscars have postponed announcing all the nominees, and many people like The Weeknd too, which we'll touch on in a bit, have also postponed their tour, just saying, you know what, this matters right now. Let's focus all our attention on it and make sure that everybody's okay before we enjoy life again.
So there is a Hollywood at the end of it.
Yes,
Yeah,
Meghan Markle too, the Duchess of Sussex. Also, she had a documentary coming out called With Love from Meg, and she's also put that on pause for now.
Sure, you see. It just goes to show the impact of, you know, what is actually happening out there. I mean, and of course, like, you know, if you've logged onto any news sites, you know, it's immediately there, and it's the issue around global warming once again, and where we are, and it's a lot going on. I'm just hoping that all this discussions will come to a point, because we're talking about global warming all the time. So I'm really hoping.
It is starting to shift. You know what? That was great.
I'm going to tap out here because it's about to get too serious.
I wanted to warn you. I can just feel something really spicy coming on you. Just remove yourself to a safe distance.
Let me go cook y'all a meal.
Into your sports bar. I know. I was going to say, talk about being spicy, sending the lady off to the kitchen to go and cook. I mean, come on, who does that?
What's wrong with you?
Having had a global perspective, spending time in a small village within England where...
So you had a winter holiday.
Yeah, a bit and proper. And realizing how far the world has come, you can feel this baseline shift in terms of how people understand certain things, how people understand climate change. it's not denialism. I think a lot of the time we want to say, you're just in denial. We've got to get on with our lives and we've got to somehow make it happen despite all of this stuff happening. But it doesn't mean that you shouldn't be taking small steps within your life to think about the long term or the bigger picture, because we have reached critical mass. It's as that. We have snowstorms and heat waves in South Africa. We've reported on that. So come on, man.
I mean, yeah. So there we have it. Thank you very much, Carissa, for running us through all that entertainment news. Definitely a lot to get through this morning, but right now we are jumping to the kitchen. Let's see what Paxton can dish up.
Got this, girl.
We're definitely going to put it to the test because we're about to get back into the kitchen with Nicholas. And this time around, Pax is going to make a saucy charred chicken and mushroom pasta that's definitely going to impress. We're gonna see how these skills are doing. A pasta, Pax, you can do this.
You know what, Ma, if you're watching, I'm so sorry for embarrassing you. You've taught me a lot.
She has, I'm sure she has, and I don't think you're going to embarrass her. Nicholas, because this is going to be quite an easy recipe.
Pax, you're going to do fine.
She's going to do fine. Falling into January as well, ingredients that we all love and are very familiar with, but this is different. We've got some chicken thighs going.
Chicken thighs.
Tell me more.
Chicken thighs is a bit more tender, so it's going to add a bit more flavor as well. So firstly, Pax, just add a little bit of olive oil to there.
I've got a heavy hand. Is that okay?
No, I'll guide you, don't worry. So you can just add. That's perfectly fine. Thank
Nicholas,
you.
did you ever think that you would be telling Paxton to pour oil on a chicken?
You know what? Like, I was Paxton's #1, still am.
I was going to say,
I used to vote for you like crazy. I had my whole family voting for you. I had my friends voting for you. I can't believe that I'm actually cooking with you today. It's
what
like
kind of seasoning
crazy.
is that? That smells very good.
It's smoked paprika. So we added in some smoked paprika. We're just going to give it a mix and some pepper.
You know what? That sounds like the title of my next album.
I was going to say, Nicholas, you're inspiring something in her right now.
Thank you.
Please give him credit there at the bottom. Inspired by Nicholas Fraser.
That smells so, so good.
Oh, yummy. It also looks delicious. A chicken's got to have color on it. Don't throw it in there just as is,
Definitely. Once you know it turns color, then it's adding flavor. So add some olive oil to the bottom of the pan. And now for the chore excitement part. So we're just going to throw our chicken in.
And these are boneless chicken thighs, am I right?
Yes, boneless chicken thighs.
Okay, and you buy them like that, or do you have to do it yourself?
No, you buy them like this. You can buy them.
So convenient.
Isn't it? Speaking about convenient packs, what is your go-to meal?
Anything I don't need to make is my go-to, but I do love a good gnocchi and I do love a good ravioli. I'm a pasta girl.
She's a pasta girl.
Really?
This is perfect for you. I'm a side girl. I'm not a side chick, okay? But I'm a side chick.
Get it right.
I'm very good at making sides. I'm always on duty to do that, even at Bry's. So I'll leave the meat up to everybody else, and I'll just provide like a pasta salad, for example, a green salad but with a twist. A nice little couscous roasted vegetable salad. I'll do something like that.
But now we can add a chicken and mushroom pasta to
my repertoire. I like this. Well, let's see how well we do. Let's not get too excited, Pax.
So
what else are you going to make us do in here?
So we're just getting a chore on our chicken, as you can see.
So that also adds to the flavor, Nicholas?
Yes, definitely. So this is going to be the base of our dish. We're going to use the same pot with all the same chicken flavors, and we're just going to throw in our onions, our thyme, and the rest of our ingredients.
Lovely. So we keep the pieces that size?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice and chunky.
Yes. And then when you're eating it, you can obviously
cut it up yourself. Yeah. Oh, look how quick that took, though.
Can you see it's getting a nice char on the outside?
I do love a chicken thigh.
I'm taking mental notes.
Yes. Not only mental notes. Please make her work, Nicholas.
Yes, she's going to throw in the mushrooms next.
Oh, Pax, I believe in you. You can do that.
Yeah. If I can do this, I can do anything.
I believe this. That's another song title.
Yeah. They say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
Are we looking for a man, Pax?
Do we have to look?
We don't have to look. The men come to us. What are you saying?
Yes.
Okay, so Paxton, in a man, he has to cook.
I'm not a picky girl. I'm not a picky girl. I don't mind throwing it down in the kitchen, but it's definitely going to take a couple of tries until I get it right. I'm more of a recipe girl. Anything I can follow.
I like this.
Step by step.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you also need a man that can follow because you're leading. I've got to ask you, people are waiting going, I want to be in Paxton's inner circle. How do I get them?
Call me on 065. A little hotline bling.
Ting, ting, ting. I'm here for it. Okay, so our thighs are done.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
I love that we've also added extra flavor in there with the chicken.
Yes. So mushrooms can go in.
Ooh.
You got this, Pax.
So I just...
Yeah, just put it in.
Ooh, I think I spilled.
Can grab the thyme there. Yes.
Can I smell it?
Yeah.
I do love thyme.
Wow.
That adds
So
an
good.
amazing flavor to pasta. Very important.
I
And we
do-
can grab our butter.
I do want my own garden as well. So I'm taking notes for all the herbs I need to grow. Yum.
Butter goes in.
Nicholas,
a lot
I've
of
got to
butter.
ask you, since you are Paxton's #1 fan, what's your favorite Paxton song?
Well, the one that you just sang right now was
Eye to
amazing.
Eye was incredible,
Yes,
wasn't it?
It was.
2323 was such a incredible album, Pax. I think I had you in studio as well, and we spoke about just that journey that you can really feel at your 23-year-old self you took us on, right?
Yeah.
So I'm anticipating some really good things this year for you. 24, 25, how was the last year for you in terms of your growth?
I think it's been challenging. My highs were high, my lows were low, but also necessary for character development, I think. And also for the plot, you know?
For the plot! Do it for the plot!
I'm doing this for the plot as well. You never know, I might just come up with a cookbook myself.
We should collab on that cookbook though.
Ooh. Guys, you
Music
got
and
it?
food.
What a great combination.
What a great
and great
combination.
company.
I love that. That's me. You're talking about me. I know you're talking about me. Well, speaking about New Year's, I am a resolution girl. I like to come into the year focused. So we're going to go through and talk about our resolutions. I know you mentioned your word for the year is celebration.
Yes.
My word for the year is balance, because that's what I'm really trying to find this year. I can work hard, but I also want to play hard. Not only in December when we're all here, but also throughout the year, you know? I need to have that outside, but also get your head down and work combination. Nicholas, how about you?
New Year's resolution?
Or your word of the year?
Actually, I want to really focus a lot on fitness this year.
I like that.
Like to, you know, I need to be looking good on the outside. That's also going to help my mental health. And also a bit of a more spiritually, like get more into the spiritual side of things.
Beautiful. So maybe your word is wellness for the year.
Wellness, I love that.
And
I
what's
love
great
that.
is he can cook his own nutritional meals. He can give us a little recipe.
That's exactly
so
what
that
I
we
want
can
to
get in
do,
our fitness as well.
Yeah, we better give him a follow if you haven't already. Well, we've got some comments for you, Paxton, as we throw in some
chicken stock.
Some chicken stock. Absolutely delicious. Well, let's see what we've got to say to our girl Paxton. Rosie Watson came in first, saying, so pretty. All the best to you for your 2025, Paxton. Also had Smumal saying, lovely Paxton. People love you. Can I just say?
love them.
You do?
I'm so
It's
blessed.
mutual. I
Thank
love
you,
that.
guys.
Teresa saying, talented young lady with a beautiful voice. May 2025 open huge doors for you, Paxton, to allow the world to celebrate you. Amazing talent and a gift from God.
Heavy on the gift from God. Thank you, guys. You are the sweetest.
Oh my goodness. You still have people stopping you when you like go shopping?
I do, but I am very good at hiding.
Oh.
So I'm in and out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Glasses on.
Well, no, that makes it too obvious.
Okay, this is true.
But
This
a lot
is
of people
true.
don't expect for me to be this short.
Okay.
So they usually just look over my head. So that comes in handy.
I absolutely love it. Okay, mushrooms are in, chicken stock is in.
You can add in the cream.
Yes.
Ooh.
The cream goes in slowly.
Max, I'm so proud of you. This is incredible.
Thank you. Smells
Part of
fresh.
the recipe. You got to smell it first.
There we go.
Love that. Okay, so it's a creamy charred chicken and mushroom pasta. I love this. Okay, there's your cheese and your pasta. Giant little penne pastas.
What
Very
can we
cool.
substitute the cream for if we don't have cream at home?
I've actually made pasta with yogurt, like plain yogurt.
Oh.
Yeah.
My mom actually taught me that way, like I've made pasta with plain yogurt.
But do you still add the stock and everything else?
Yes,
you just
you
add
would,
some
you
yogurt
would.
into.
It will add a bit more of a sour taste, but
Yeah,
it's
like
still going to
tangy.
taste good. Yes, like a tangy taste.
Oh, that's incredible. Or you could add coconut milk if you are lactose intolerant, I think, right?
Yes,
It would
yes.
still be
I've
good.
actually never made pasta though with coconut milk.
Oh.
I've made curry with coconut milk.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Let me try it out and let you know.
Yeah, please.
Well, this recipe, of course, is available on expressoshow.com. And if Paxton can get her hands in it and make it, then you surely can as well. Absolutely love this, Pax. Do you think you're going to repeat this meal?
You know,
I think you can do it.
I
have to
feel
taste
like
it
I
first.
should leave it to the chef.
Okay, let me ask this.
I'll
Nicholas,
leave it
are
to
you
the
going to
chef.
make the meal for Paxton again?
I think Pax needs to taste it first to see if it's her
Oh,
type
I
of
think that
pasta.
is the
Also
perfect
true.
time to
That's
bring
also
this in.
true.
Here
I
we
do
go.
like something spicy. So I would probably add some chili flakes to this.
I mean, we have smoked paprika, which is a bit of spice, so
Okay.
not too bad.
Okay, like a little kick. Let's taste. Wow.
Ooh,
So not just saying
good
that,
job. Never. Anything that comes out of Paxton's mouth is the absolute
real
truth.
deal.
And that's going to prepare you for more performances coming your way, Expresso fam. Thank you for being here with us. Nicholas Fraser, Paxton in the building, and some delicious pasta you can find on expressoshow.com. Does look good, doesn't it?
It is good.
Yum.
Oh, that looks good.
It really does look
That
good.
looks
And it was
good.
the sweetest thing. I think Paxton, out of pure humility, let Nicholas do most of the work.
I
because
think
she
so, yeah.
understood.
She didn't want to take over or impose in his
Exactly,
space. No, I get that.
exactly.
Paxton,
And
you're such a gem, eh?
And he's such a big fan. You know, what a moment for both of them. Well, if you don't know a few things about Paxton, you might find them out when we play a little game of quick fire questions. Yes. I want to see if her face is nervous because we're going to ask some interesting questions and she's going to have very limited time to answer, so we're going to get the truth.
Going to get the truth. You know, the first thing comes to mind is always the truth, you know,
Sure.
that sits here in your heart. And then myself and Graham, we're going to go head to head once again, as we usually do, in the Triple C Challenge, the Cheese Chopsticks Challenge. Yes,
Wow.
it's a little bit of entertainment for you coming up in a couple of minutes. We still got, let's see, about a good half an hour, 25 minutes.
How
with
do you
so-
pick chopsticks up with cheese, though? How do you do it? I don't...
What? Chopsticks with... No, dude. Don't worry. I'm a regular sushi eater. I'll show you.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, welcome back. Thank you so much for spending your morning with us, or at least a portion of it. And we've been privileged to spend hours with Paxton, and we do know her so well. Or do we? Or do we really know her? Let's invite her in right now. Your cooking skills, amazing. Absolutely
Great.
amazing.
I
You
have
just
to
blew
be
us away.
prepared, guys.
Yeah.
Like, I actually gave him that recipe. I
Yeah.
don't want to, I don't want to brag, but
No, we
I am
could see.
I am the chef that I think I am.
No, I have no, absolutely no doubt. No, the bottom line is we think we know you, and everyone thinks they know you, and you do
Okay.
share a lot. You're wonderful in that way in your social media spaces. You're absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
But do we really know you?
That's the question. So we compiled a list of 10 quick fire questions, and you literally, I don't know if you've done quick fire questions before. I'm sure you have.
I'm not good under pressure.
Great.
Okay, but that's great. That's what we want to hear.
Okay.
So we're going to tag team, one question, and first thing that comes to mind, just spit it out.
And this is a judgment-free zone, hey?
We listen and we don't judge.
No.
Exactly.
But
okay?
I'll be judging myself.
I don't really listen, though. I don't really listen, though. The ADD
Oh.
kicks in, and I'm terrible.
Oh.
And he judges all the time.
That can be a good thing.
No, I'm joking. But we're going to have a lot of fun with this. Should I kick it off?
Kick it off, yeah.
Okay.
Because I actually really would love to know the answer to this.
And if there is something interesting, we'll take a pause and you can explain.
Okay.
Just
All right.
saying.
Okay.
Okay.
Favorite song you've ever written?
Ooh, this is hard.
I know.
This is hard. Well, I co-write with a lot of different writers. I get inspired by different writers. So
For sure.
The song on there's a song on 2323 called "Don't Let Me Go," and I really love that one.
Don't Let Me Go.
Yeah.
What is it about that song that makes you really love it so much?
It's about holding on to your loved ones and them holding on to you, and never letting you go.
I don't believe it if you don't sing it though. I don't understand.
Oh, it goes, "Don't let me go, my love. Don't let me go, my love. Don't let me go, my love."
I won't. I promise I won't ever.
It feels like a hug, and that's what I love about it.
It feels like a warm embrace. It was
Yeah.
really nice. Okay, next one.
Perfect.
Your go-to karaoke jam.
I don't like karaoke, I'll be honest.
Fantastic. That's what we're looking for.
I don't sing in the shower. I don't do karaoke. I'm not singing all the time for all of you.
I think it'd be weird
Your
if-
friends must love that though, because going to karaoke with you must be terrifying.
But they
Your
love
mates must be
singing.
like,
They love singing, so I let them do all the singing.
I think it's unfair if you're going to go to a karaoke night with Paxton.
I know. I'm glad our karaoke era has ended on the show. Thanks for bringing that to an end. This is going to be a tough one, and maybe just today, who is your biggest musical influence?
Ooh, the people around me, the team that I work with. I work with people who inspire me, people who I can draw energy from, good energy at that.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, I love it. I'm glad you didn't throw out a big name star out there, but the people close to you. I like that.
Yeah, like you guys.
Oh, you see, we inspired that last
I
song.
was just saying
That's
to
what you were trying to tell us,
know.
man.
And I mean,
I'm never letting you go. I'm never letting you go.
No, we've been, we've known you for years, and it's been so nice to have you on the show and see your growth. Okay, let's go with this one. How's this one? Most memorable gig.
Most memorable gig. That was a tongue twister. I would have to say Sweden, performing for the Queen of Sweden.
Oh, wow.
I don't think
remember
anything.
that.
Yeah, I don't think anything can top that. Especially because it was for such a good cause, for the World Children's Prize Foundation, which is something so close to me, something I'm passionate about, children. And yeah, just advocating for South African kids overseas was incredible.
For sure, and there's irony in that as well. I love everything about that, having a young girl from South Africa sitting on that European stage, just absolutely owning it in that way. There's just something, goosebumpy about that. That is absolutely awesome. Songwriting fuel, coffee, tea, something else? What gets you going?
Red Bulls get me going. It's so unhealthy, guys. I don't promote that whatsoever.
Okay, like Ronaldo. She's like Ronaldo.
Yeah, I didn't get that. I'll ask you after the show.
Okay.
But yeah, love coffee. Coffee's a good pick-me-up. Red Bulls and food. I have to have food at every studio session. It's a necessity, yeah.
Oh, you see, that's why she came today. She was like, is it a Wednesday? It's culinary hotline. No, I'm there. I'll come and perform.
Makes sense.
Whatever fuels you, just keep taking it because it is fueling something so dramatic and so amazing. I can't believe we got one more performance. Thank you so much. We love you, girl.
Oh, thank you, guys.
You know what's crazy? Paxton could get all the food she wanted if she won herself some millions. And your dreams could also become a reality when you play Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 for 15 million Rand in total estimated jackpots this Wednesday. So please do not get left behind. Pay attention right now because you could play Lotto for an estimated 5 million. There's Lotto Plus 1 for 3 million. And then you have Lotto Plus 2 for 7 million Rand today. So how can you get your hands on those tickets, you may be asking? Get them in store, or you can head over to nationallottery.co.za. There is the mobile app. There is, of course, cell phone banking. Or you could simply just kick it old school and dial *120 *7529#. And that, of course, is for all your USSD. These details are on our Expresso social pages. Give us a follow and then make sure that you get yourself in the running, rather, to win big by playing Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 for 15 million Rand in total estimated jackpots today. And I think that's the perfect moment right now to get Paxton in once again and give us another performance with a hit singer, her banger, in fact, called Angifuni.
The first single that I ever released, Angifuni. I hope you guys enjoy this one. Wherever you are, I hope you're vibing with me. What is this, another missed call? Do you know he be calling me in the middle of the night? Yeah. What is it that he's looking for? Do you know that when he's holding you, his eyes are locked on me?
angifuni indoda yakho. Hey, angifuni indoda yakho. Don't be so spicy when he's the one who's dicey, girl. Don't be so spicy. Go again. Now he's calling up my friends. But boy, let me tell you something. I don't take no second hand. So put a leash on your man, girl. Hey, hold on to him tightly. Hold on to him tightly. 'Cause he's the one who's flirting with me. He's the one who's messaging me. He's the one who keeps calling me, yeah. Angifuni indoda yakho, yeah. Angifuni indoda yakho. Angifuni indoda yakho. Don't be so spicy when he's the one who's dicey, girl. Don't be so spicy when he's the one who's dicey, girl. I don't want, no. I don't want. Angifuni indoda yakho. Hey, I don't want. Angifuni indoda yakho. Put a leash on your man, girl. Hold on to him tightly. Hold on to him tightly. 'Cause he's the one who's flirting with me. He's the one who's messaging me. He's the one who keeps calling me, yeah. Angifuni indoda yakho, yeah. Angifuni indoda yakho. I don't want. Angifuni indoda yakho. Don't be so spicy when he's the one who's dicey, girl. Don't be so spicy. Angifuni indoda yakho.
Yes, thanks. I love it. If there's one thing we're not doing in 2025 is fighting over a man.
Well, we're only fighting over recipes, apparently.
Fighting over recipes, I'm okay with that because no, I don't want your man, but maybe I want your pasta recipe. So please drop that with us. One more performance coming our way.
Yes.
What can we expect?
It's off of 2323. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, we look forward to that. From her first single to her latest music, Paxton is still around to give us one more performance. Not only that, we're going to put the boys to the test in just a little bit. Graham and Ewan are going to go up against each other in our Cheese Chopstick Challenge. Say that 5 times over. Cheese Chopstick Challenge. It's going to be such a good one. Stick around, Expresso fam, for the last bit of the show. We will see you after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're back in the kitchen. I think we've spent more time here than anywhere else.
Yes.
But right now it is time to get those chopstick skills ready and to the test because, we're getting into something that I want you to say with me. It is the Cheese Chopsticks Challenge. And our contestants are racing against the clock. You see the competition's already on to see if we can transfer the most cheese portions. Steady hands is the most important thing, and focused all the way from these bowls to that side in 1 minute. So we've got Graham up against Ewan. It's going to get spicy. And they've got 1 minute each to transfer the clover cheese portions from the one area to the next.
Going first.
So what's the technique here?
I don't mind. Can I tell you
Ewan looks
something
really
funny?
good at this. Look at him.
I know, and there's an inside joke here, like an inside my head joke. Someone once told me that you can tell a person's intelligence by how high up the chopsticks they hold them.
Oh, really?
So the higher
But you must do that when you're eating sushi with a group of mates and just watch the hilarity that unfolds as everyone tries to hold them. I'm pretty sure it was more of a social experiment than an actual thing.
How do you hold your chopsticks, Graham?
I'm like that,
One of those.
like close to the top, okay? Maybe not right at the top.
Right there. That's the optimal position.
I do enjoy a lot of chopsticky food.
Chopsticky food.
Yeah, so
great.
I don't want to limit it to just one particular style of cuisine. I would eat anything with chopsticks
You've
if I could.
eaten cheese with chopsticks before?
Never. Okay, now I'm ready.
You're going
ready.
first,
Okay,
I'll
go
stand back
first.
and watch.
Okay, we will stand back and watch.
If your bowl finishes, can you move over to the other one?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
just check.
As long as I get to keep it and eat it. Okay,
So
it's going
also
into one
another
of those,
thing,
eh?
if that drops, you pick it up, you come back here, and then you keep going, okay?
Are we going to have a tone like this the whole year,
The
or
whole
is that
year,
just
Graham.
for today?
I
Wow.
started
Okay, I'm
strong.
ready. I'm ready. Okay.
In 1 minute. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Whoa.
Oh, a shaky start.
There's like a John McClane moment there in the lift. Wow,
The thing is, you're pretty tall, so it's like 2 steps away.
Ewan has got the longest levers ever. See, now I'm rushing and I'm panicking because I thought of Ewan's knees from earlier.
He's tanned legs.
Thank goodness you don't still have the
Jeez,
shorts
I'm glad
on.
it
or
threw
I'd be
someone
done.
for a loop.
How much time do we have left? 38 seconds. Oh, you're doing great. We should have
Excuse
given
what
you
I'm doing with the
15
rest of my
seconds.
body. My family have teased me my whole life that when I'm concentrating... No!
Oh, come back, come back.
My family have told me that when I try and concentrate, I do silly things with my face, which is quite bizarre.
And your
seeing as
left
I've
hand.
no! Seeing as I've got a job on TV. It's all in the... There.
Our director said, stop talking, Graham, stop talking.
You'll
10,
use your left hand.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
I've got
3,
chopsticks
2,
dementia.
1. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, almost, but not quite.
Good try.
Okay,
All right.
Ewan.
Go and retrieve the cheese.
Ewan's literally just going to go like this.
But I know, but that's what you know what terrified
So how
me?
many was in there?
He can
That's a
put
good
one
question.
foot there, 1 foot there, and he can literally just do that.
I'm going to pass it from one hand to the other.
Good luck, my friend.
All right,
Good luck.
so 4 in 1 minute. Well done,
4.
Ewan.
That feels like
Let's see how you will
feels
do.
like an absolute failure. I've even moved your bowl a little bit closer.
Bowl, I'm
There
going
we
to just
go.
be fair.
Yes, be fair. You've got this, Ewan. I believe in you, Ewan.
My time started.
Go.
Oh, this is more difficult than it looks.
I know, it's
Oh,
all in
wait.
how you don't panic.
Oh,
though.
wait.
Gosh,
What-
come on.
Don't encourage him. That's your
Come on.
competition.
Stop it, Graham.
You've got this, bud. You've got this. You can do this, dude. You really can.
You're actually helping him by doing that.
You can do this, man. You've got this.
It doesn't matter how many you put in here, buddy. It doesn't really
You
matter.
see, he's not even
He's not even
stepping.
moving.
He's not even stepping. Not even. You're gonna do it all. You can. You can do it all.
You've got
All the
35
cheese.
seconds, and I really believe you can.
Which
Come on,
cheese?
we can do this.
All the
All
cheese.
the cheese, all the Gouda cheese. And these are
is
so
that
great.
Safe to say that I kind of won
It's-
at this
it's
stage.
cheddar.
Okay, well,
Cheddar.
let's see. How many seconds do we have left?
I think
20
we know
seconds?
who's won. Now you're just
no,
being mean.
No,
okay?
let's see.
Come on.
There's
How many
still chance
seconds?
for you,
How many
Greg.
seconds? How many seconds do we have left?
12
then-
seconds.
When you
10,
say there's still a chance.
9, 8,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes! It was worse than actually just for that.
Okay, so Graham, you got 4, which means you. How many?
How many did I get, Carissa?
You got 4.
4.
And you.
Can you show me on one hand?
Well done, you. Good job.
Thank you.
Absolutely
Thank you very
incredible.
much.
I
on
mean,
the
are you really
Clover.
going to be like this the whole year? Is
I'll
this-
count
is
while
this
you
gonna
tell us
be-
more about
Oh, man.
Oh,
we
what a
absolutely...
great first day back. It was
Was
lovely.
it, you? And I hope it was
was.
absolutely wonderful for you.
Absolutely.
Oh, my goodness. We're already on 8, so he's already doubled you.
I was aware by the time I got 4 that I was going to lose this one. He's already neatened up the kitchen and everything. What we love about these little portions is they are perfectly sized for snacking, for packing, for convenience, and clearly for being transferred from one bowl to another with a pair of chopsticks.
Yeah, exactly. And as you can see over there, the resealable packaging keeps the cheese fresh and for all the moments on the go. High in protein and source of calcium as well. These portions really are as nutritious as they are fun to handle, like you've clearly seen.
Yeah, and a great way to introduce more protein into your kids' lunch boxes. Incidentally, to any of the parents out there, I don't pack my children's lunchbox with chopsticks for this very, very reason. Or please, don't confiscate my chopsticks.
No, I'm not going to compensate it.
Are you?
Imagine you can use 4.
Okay, now
I bet you probably could do 4. Can we test him for chopsticks performance-enhancing substances?
By the way, you got 16 blocks in.
Really?
Well done, yes.
That's fantastic.
So that's a multiple of mine.
Yeah.
15 now because this is delicious.
It only happens in rugby, man. Oh, my goodness.
We'll see you after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back one last time. That's the worst cheese passer around with chopsticks in the world.
Baxter just said I was mean.
Yeah,
She called you a
Baxter.
villain.
She literally called me a villain.
Okay. No, well, hey, if it's there, okay, I'm just saying, all right, I'm going to go and practice. I'm going to go and practice the chopsticks all day.
Goodness, I love
with
it.
your chopsticky foods,
Exactly.
We love some chopsticky foods. We also love us some Paxton, and she is still here in the building to bring you another performance. Can you imagine? Here she is with Memories.
Yay.
This is my last and final song off of 2323. It's called Memories.
At times it feels we're not deserving. Deep down inside knows we're hurting. Then music takes us on a journey. Melodies remind us that we're worthy. All these melodies we gather from the corners give us reason to hold. We're making memories. Your words will keep them living in the shadows of the dark nights. Feels like When all is said and done, I hope you'll find your way home. Let this music take you on a journey. Let these melodies remind you that you're worthy. 'Cause all these melodies we gather from the corners give us reason to hold on. We're making memories. Your words will keep them living in the shadows of the dark nights. I've been searching, searching deep inside, deep inside. I have found my purpose.
Another feel-good production.